Hello everyone and welcome to The Curse of Strahd, a customized D&D campaign played on Roll20. And whilst you watch along, why not download our official app? I just got a new phone myself right here. Right here, it plays all the latest apps including Snake, and it can text people as well, although I do have to press some of the buttons at least 4 times to get the desired letter, but you gotta work for it. Just go onto the App Store and pick any app whatsoever. Any app. The next part just requires a bit of imagination, and you have our official app, my friends. So go download that, and you can use it as you watch along. And other than that, Jonan, take it away.
I miss
There's even a Sacre Blue app. Anyway,
Okay, right. Welcome back to The Curse of Strahd, where our heroes, the Silver Stakes, are trapped in the land of Barovia, a land encased in mist and ruled by the cruel vampire Strahd von Zarovich. Last time, after Strahd declared that he would destroy Vallaki in 10 days, our heroes got to work on their various tasks to try and tip the balance in their favor. Right now, they are traveling to the Ampre Temple, the supposed birthplace of Strahd's power, following the guidance of the Dusk Elf, Casimir Velkov, who is searching for a way to revive his dead sister. However, to reach the temple, they had to climb the Garkis Mountains, and whilst they have managed to reach the halfway point, Solenka Pass, it was not easy. The group had to ride V-Rock gargoyles, snow-maiden ghosts, and even a giant goat that almost knocked Ward into the abyss. But he managed to save himself with some quick reflexes. The greatest challenge, though, was the ghost of Fiona Watcher, who, in an attempt to get her revenge, possessed Ward's body and tried to turn him against the entire group. She didn't succeed, however, due to Meldraf's perfectly timed hold person and John slamming everything he had into Ward until the ghost was forced out of him, leaving her vulnerable to Maldraf's black flames. And now the journey continues, with 7 days remaining. And after a brief interlude where Keldrin activated her healing spirit again, so the cute little spiritual deer was bopping around, essentially just continuously standing on top of Ward until his injuries finally healed.
Fix.
booped by Bambi.
Fix. Like for a minute, just fix.
So between the healing at the end of the last session and the healing we did off screen with the spirit, I'm at my current max, which is down a little bit because of the ghostly touch I received earlier in the previous session.
Yes, so it is. And with that, we are back once again on Solenka Pass, slowly climbing across the Cold Mountain Pass. And two things happen along the travel. First off, any potential outers you may have, they seem to quieten off a bit. And just for flavor, anyone can make perception checks.
I'm going to make one because Ward's going to be extra vigilant of goats anyway. So I'm just going to take a quick perception check.
Don't know why that was with advantage, but 7.
Ward and John are just sort of focusing on the path ahead and are just making sure that the road ahead of them is clear, and they really don't want to see really hoping nothing else comes after, because these are experiences neither of them wants to live through again. Steph and Maldrav, you notice that there have been occasional bands of these berserker people that are native to these mountains, but they seem to be just watching and then ducking out of sight whenever they think you're looking their way. And in fact, because you're the highest killed, you notice. Okay, I'm going to do this progression. Maldrav, you notice that they seem to be very more timid and frightened, and they seem to be backing off quickly whenever you get near them, because it seems like they don't want to come anywhere near you. And Keldrin, you notice that the moment they seem to look frightened is when they notice one or two things. One, the rock's claw, which Ward is still carrying. The second, and this seems to shock them immensely, is the pelt of the giant mountain goat that Seth is currently carrying. Because I've shot and killed that goat last time, it seems to be a greater source of fear for them than the ox claw. You actually see them going and just ducking out of sight. So thanks to those two prizes.
But does it seem like fear of us, or does it seem like, holy shit, they killed our holy bridge pass guarding deity goat?
Make me a make me an insight check for that.
Okay. All right. I'm actually really good at that because I have the empathic feat.
You sure you want to say that before the roll?
And I rarely get to use this, so I feel like...
May I just say a +10 modifier? That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. You, using your insight, because you're actually very good at watching people, even if you're not that great at interacting with them. You look at, you quickly gather that it's more that their reaction seems to be, holy crap, they killed these unstoppable monsters. What are these people? Like, they just like, you get the implication that, you sort of get the implication that they sort of see these things as unkillable. So the fact that you've killed them, it's just mind-blowing. It's like if you told someone a few years ago, wait, John Cena can lose a wrestling match? That's unheard of.
Okay. I know the meme of John Cena, so I think I know where you're coming from.
Yeah, basically.
Roman didn't kick out at 2.
But you know, it's not good. It's not good storytelling if a guy just constantly wins.
Yeah, essentially, it's like you've killed it's like you've killed a monster they consider god tier. So they're all.
Okay, good to know. I'm just gonna sidle up to the others and like, I think I'm not sure, but if these guys get like, not scared enough, we might get some fans out of this. They seem to be impressed, I think.
The first group of villagers we've met that are actually smart in this whole place.
I'll consider that and say, well, if we happen to run into their encampment, it's something to consider at least.
Should we try and like talk to them, or should we just keep going?
I can't see any benefit from trying to befriend them.
They don't seem to speak our language in any case, to much of a degree.
It's so common, I think.
Hey, come down here and talk.
Make a persuasion check.
Come on, Ward.
Let me just find what my bonus is. It's gonna be terrible. Oh, +0. Ooh.
Fuck him up with persuasion.
You say that there's a sort of distance that.
So that works well with my Haunted One backstory anyway, because my eyes are piercing and terrifying. So they have either reaction of, hey, I'll tell you what I need to know because I'm scared of you, or I'll run away. So, fine.
Okay.
I'll add, after, by the way, doing exactly what I just did, Jean will behind his hand say, well, at least they're not a threat.
words it is then.
And as you continue walking further and further up the mountain, just as you're about to get to what appears to be the last right before you climb up the mountain, you hear this. You hear there once again the familiar pinning sound of the ending stone in your back pocket.
Pick it up.
Yeah. As you pick this up, you put those come through, and it's there we go. Seth, are you still there? You still alive?
Yeah, I can read. I hear you loud and clear.
There's a pause, and I go, thank the heavens. Sorry, just wanted to make sure.
Is everything okay with you there?
There was a pause, and I go, there are some small tensions, but everything's fine otherwise.
Everyone else is alive, just in case you asked. We're wondering. We're all good. Don't worry.
How are the kids?
Yeah, I was about to say that. The children doing fine.
Some are still in shock, but they seem to be healing up okay. Another pause and another message goes through. We hope to find new families soon for them.
I'm sure a lot of people have lost something they would like to replace.
There is a lot on pause, and then one last thing. Irina's temperamental. She's not getting used to the transformation. Just thought you should know. Good luck.
Well, hopefully she won't be in that condition for long.
There's one. The stone glows one last time, and you receive the message. There's, indeed. Take care, all of you.
You too.
And with that,
see you soon.
And with that, the stone falls silent.
I mean, potentially we could cure her, but it's dangerous if Strahd finds out. But then, if Strahd knows there's a cure, there's a danger of that already. We might need to head back that way anyway for Mordekainen.
I imagine Strahd, being who he is, must know of this.
He probably just lacks the means to do it.
I'll sort of looking up the mountains contemplatively. I'll add, if nothing else, if it comes to that, I'm sure when the time comes, she would like as much a piece of Strahd as any of us. And in her state, I wouldn't want to be him.
At this point, Casimir speaks up and he goes, if you're finished receiving mail, I'd like to keep him going.
Wow, attitude. She's just jealous that he didn't take a sending stone.
I'll just nod and say, onwards and upwards, quite literally. Jonan, what time is it right now?
Because believe it or not, the whole thing with the snow maidens, the goat, and the ghost happened very early in the morning. It's coming to about roughly midday right now. As we've established, Seth has managed to get used to the territory, so your progress, you've been actually making pretty good progress so far, getting used to the terrain. So
perfect.
It's coming up to about midday now, and as you only have a little bit further to climb up the rise, and eventually
Ward has been munching comfort food the entire time.
Soothe me, jerky.
There's shish kebabs. Is it still?
I
you
think
run
they're
out of those?
long gone in one term or another by now.
Ugh.
Hmm.
Remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
one time I rolled a natural 20 on eating rotten human meat?
No.
Oh god. Anyway, the road eventually fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the 2 innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase leading down. And Casimir sighs. At last, we are here. This is the Ampre Temple.
These statues aren't gonna come to life for any particular reason, are they? I mean, 10-foot tall is one thing, but these are getting quite big now.
Not as far as I'm aware. And oh god damn it, roll 20. Oh no, wait, there you are. Thank god, I thought roll 20 had completely removed you for some weird reason.
It's not just the monsters we need to be afraid of. Roll 20 is out to get us as well.
Okay, and I'm just going to load up the music. It's
I mean, Roll20's been after Maldrath for a long time now, so...
Okay, so you are outside. You are outside the Ampre Temple.
So, what exactly are we gonna do here?
Let me close this mode. Sorry, go ahead.
No, carry on.
Casimir clears his throat and goes, by guiding to the right, we're looking for some kind of sarcophagus that supposedly contains the power I need. As for what you're trying to find here, well, I'm sure there are plenty of areas to look inside.
He's trying to bring his sister back, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Quick recap. He's trying to bring his sister back to life. He thinks there is a power that can let him do that in the temple. Or at least that's what the dreams his dead sister is provided him. Telling him.
I mean, that seems like a trap, but we don't know this about the dreams.
Yeah, the only one who knows this is Maldrath, and he's had the divine advice of follow but take care.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I actually know who it is, though. I just know that it's not eminently hostile.
So we're just gonna go in and see what we find?
No door, right? Just steps leading down.
Push to talk,
The
Jonan.
DM's voice has been taken by Strahd as well.
The stairs are right here. I was pressing
Yeah.
down the wrong key.
There's no door though,
Fair
right?
enough.
No
There's-
door.
Okay. Ward's gonna be a big old idiot, pick up one of those big rocks, and then throw it down the stairs.
I mean,
Okay.
we have nobody in here who's stealthy, so we might as fucking well.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go ahead and make me an attack roll. Just before it to see how far.
Not great.
Okay. You decide to you sort of pick up the rocks. You don't really throw it very hard, so it sort of rolls down the stairs, and you hear. And make me a perception check.
I'm gonna do that anyway, just listening to what's in the great deal.
Okay.
Oh, hell yes.
Wow. Okay. Ward, you don't hear anything. You don't hear any kind of immediate dangers. You think you might have heard something that sounded like a... But nothing... Audrey might have heard a grunt or something, but nothing in the immediate area. It sounded like it was very distant. So I'm not even sure if it's a grunt or just there's something like a door creaking further in. Jean, you also, and I'll say, you also noticed too, looking around the world, you noticed that, again, nothing in the immediate area, but you have noticed that there is what appears to be a fissure over here that could provide another entrance, but it's very narrow.
Oh, there's a way in over there.
I mean, we can circle the building and find out.
I can always go and take a look. I'm less likely to be spotted than our armored friends here.
It might be worth establishing the perimeter. Make sure the exterior is safe at least.
When you say very small, how far are we looking on the Ward Keldron scale?
Okay, it's only wide enough for one person to kind of sail through. So it would be like you would have to enter one at a time, basically.
All right.
But it looks like it goes in. It's not just like around.
Yeah, it looks like it does go in. So it would be.
Is that
it's
this
kind of like,
side here?
yes, it is.
Okay.
I'll go and check it out stealthily.
Okay, make me a stealth roll. And you're going into the main part of the temple, right?
We were waiting outside.
Seth.
Yeah, I think everyone was waiting while I went round the side.
Yeah, you're going in the side, I think.
Okay, so I'll move you to the correct spot. Hang on.
Can the party move there too, just in case something terrible happens?
Okay, yeah,
we're
sure.
not far enough. We're too far away to actually do anything.
Oh, there we go. Alright, you're in there. As you slowly slide in, you can hear some more voices coming through, and unfortunately, the squeeze is slightly tighter, so you kind of go, and you hear a set number of voices go, But you do manage to get far enough to peek inside, and let's see description of the room. Yeah. Torches. You see some torches in sconces that seem to be lighting a bare stone room, and from the gap you can vaguely make bedrolls made of stitched animal furs and covering the floor. And you also see the several human shapes of what appears to be a wolf-like shape inside that room, and they know that something's in that fissure now. One of them, particularly the wolf, is going up and sniffing the air.
If I'm able to at this point, I'll start backing off.
Okay. You start slowly backing away, and Ward, are you going to stay there? Because that would block his path.
I'm not actually following. I just moved that so the camera could see.
All right. Okay. In that case, you are able to slowly slide out, and the last thing you hear, Seth, is some more grunting before, and as you guys start pulling back, you hear more grunting as you think someone else is starting to follow you through there.
I'll with hand gestures let everybody else know that there's something coming.
I'll
Okay.
take position just over here so I can deal with anything. Unless we're
Okay.
fully retreating.
Does it look like Seth has hidden himself, or Ward isn't good at hiding, so he's just going to take out his big weapon?
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be attempting to continue to hide or to hide again.
Okay, if Seth looks like he's going to try and duck into the rocks, Ward will at least go around the corner and try and get out of sight.
Okay,
Can
in that
I
case,
attempt to do
anyone
a-
who's trying to hide?
I was going to attempt to just try and blend myself in with the rocks or something because I'm dressed in all black and everything.
Okay, so anyone who's attempted to hide, make me a stealth check.
Oh, I'm rolling so bad for stealth.
It wasn't terrible.
Okay. You guys all make good attempts to hide. Unfortunately, as this guy pops out,
Natural
he has
one.
a clear view of he has a clear view of all of you. Not helped when Jean accidentally lets out a loud the cold finally getting to him.
And again, that translates to.
I think John
it's
and
at that
Ward
point-
had the same idea that if they stop moving, they can't be seen.
And as this creature steps out, you see that it is one of the mountain people from before. And if let's see, I'm going to be advantage. He then goes, "Ugh! Intruders, kill, kill!" And with that point, everyone roll initiative, please.
Maybe not fans after all.
Dude. Oh, God.
Oh, dang!
My gosh.
Yay. It's higher than a 4.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, let's get ready to rumble.
Okay, that's a bit loud. Hang on. And for some reason, oh, there we go. Right, so, where the heck's my pen? There it is. Okay, so,
As long as it's not a troll trader pen.
no, it's a regular pen. Okay, so we have Odin right at the top. Sorry, Sephra right at the top, followed by Maldrath, followed by them.
Then Ward. Then Keldrin.
Yeah,
then
then-
John.
Yeah, Lord, Keldrin, John. Thank you. Okay, so at the top of the round, as this guy comes out, Seth, he is right next to you.
Can I attempt to use the goat skin I had to maybe intimidate him with it, like appear menacing, kind of have it over me, sort of thing?
Okay, yeah, make me either a persuasion check or intimidation check, depending on which tactic you want to go for.
We have killed the Lord of the
Yeah,
Past.
more the
You shall
intimidation, I think.
follow.
Would
Okay.
I be able to assist in that at all?
I think because it's very specific to that object, I would say not on this time.
Well, here goes nothing.
Okay, you flash it in front of him. He looks at the kid and then goes, ah, 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 ah! And we'll see how they react on their turn. Maldrav, you're up.
Sort of following on from Seth's lead, I will just say, "Behold," and point to the rock claw on Ward's back.
Ward will take out the rock claw and go, "Ah! Ah!"
The screaming just gets louder. And
Fascinating.
with that, we come to their turn, where he, at a speed you didn't think was possible, practically throws himself into the fissure, pushes his back, and then just so you hear like large answer everyone, and just a loud, convincing muscle. Just a very heated conversation until eventually that you hear. Yeah, I was gonna say make a check, but no, I'll say you hear what sounds like a door opening. You wait. You wait. It appears to be along the islands. You think, huh.
I keep an eye out on the main entrance.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Best combat ever.
Okay. You are just calmed down, and then you sort of, as the noise quiets down, you go, oh. And then open your eyes, and you see a direwolf has already run up the top of the stairs and is now charging towards you.
Oh, okay. Guess combat's not over.
And
So
with that, we come round to Ward. You're up.
Oh boy. Direwolf is still pretty far away, right? Yeah.
It's. I'll just point to where it is on the map.
My map is moving
100,
really
100
slowly.
feet away, 100
so-
feet away from you.
Sweet. I'm going to use my bonus action to remember how bad this place has been for Ward thus far and how many dashes with death he's had, and he's going to get really angry. He's going to go into a rage, and then he's going to position himself in front of Jean, and then he's going to hold his attack until that thing gets over to us.
Okay. Remind me. Just because it's been a while, are you still using a mask for the rage, or shall I use another mask?
The mask is long gone.
Okay. Just wanted to make one. In that case, I'll use this red dot. So. Alrighty, you are currently in rage and holding your attack. With that, Keldrin, you're up.
I would like to cast Produce Flame and hold my attack until he is within 30 feet of me. And for my move, I'm gonna move up a little closer. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's as far as I can go. And I'm gonna hold it until he's within casting range of my tiny ball of fire.
Okay. Okay, with that, John, you're up.
I'm just gonna, we're meaty people. I can shield wall with clankers and hold my action until the wolf is in striking distance.
Okay. With that, we are now coming to back to the top of the round. Steph, you're up.
From where I am, can I see there's definitely nothing coming out of the crevice here, is there?
As far as you're aware, yeah, nothing's coming out of the crevice.
I'm gonna move down a bit further then until I can see the beast.
Okay.
And I'll put some arrows into it.
Okay. And that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage as you see the wolf climbing. I mean, now you hear the noise and you just quickly shoot one straight into the top of its shoulder.
It's 6 damage.
Oh, okay. For some reason, Roll20 hasn't shut that part yet. There we go. So yeah, you managed to get a nick across its shoulder and pulls out of it. It seems to be still fairly strong.
I'll attempt to put another one into it, hopefully finishing it.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll get the Colossus Strike on it if it hits. So 13 damage total.
Okay. Did it roll the actual D20? I can't see. Oh, sorry. There it is. Roll20's been really weird to me. Yeah, that is a hit, and you managed to get another strong hit. This time towards the base of the neck. The wolf yelps, but is still on its feet.
That's me for this turn.
Okay, and with that, Maldraff, you're up.
Gonna move myself up here. And for my turn, I'll just command clankers to protect the casters of our group at all costs.
Okay. Clank goes into life and moves himself between Casimir and Keldrin. And with that, it comes round to the wolf's turn. The wolf is going to attempt to... Let's see. Yes, okay. It is going to try and dash so it can get towards you. However,
Oop, my attack
in doing
triggers.
so, yeah, all three of your attacks trigger.
And quick question, when I hold an attack, is that my whole attack action, so both of them?
No, it's just one attack. It acts like an attack of opportunity.
Ugh.
Okay, Jean doesn't hit, but Ward and Eldred do. As it comes in, Jean, you make a wipe, which causes it to stop and then try and skid round to avoid you, but that causes Ward to slam it onto its back and Eldred to send it a light. So it yelps as a patch of flame ignites its back, and Ward just slams down and cleaves it in two.
Well, that was easy.
18 total. I'll take the 3 instead of the 2.
Yeah, that just it is completely dead at this point.
Sorry.
Well, we've got another wolf pelt.
That's the third god we've killed, so sucks to be them.
And with that,
I-
silence descends.
Okay, Caldron is gonna look over at the fissure again. Is there any movement that I can see?
Make me a perception check.
I'll join in since I'm there.
Okay, assist then.
Do you want to make your own, or should I roll twice?
You may as well roll again. That was pretty high anyway.
Cool.
My incredibly unwise rage ends, because the rest of them didn't attack.
Yeah, you notice that it has been pretty swiftly cleared out, like even hastily. Like they haven't even bothered to take any of their possessions. In fact, peering further through the crack, you notice that the doors have basically just been left open and are just they just sort of left in a hurry. The doors have actually been left open. They didn't bother to close behind them. They just saw you and went, book it. And that's basically what's happened.
Okay. I am not entering the crack, just so you know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's fair.
staying outside.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you just poked your head through, but you haven't actually gone through.
I'll just pick up my arrows from the wolf.
Maldrath would just like to pipe up at this moment, just be like, Seth, Keldrin, excuse me, I think I'd look jolly spiffy with a black direwolf pelt. Would either of you, both of you, be able to help me out with that?
That's gonna take some time, but okay.
And technically, you are already wearing one, but you're welcome to get another one if you want.
This one looks better.
I mean, if we have like 20 minutes to spare, do you guys want to scout around while we do that?
Well, I imagine the wolf isn't going anywhere, right? Unless something comes along and eats it, so we can come back and do that. Or you can just drag the wolf carcass with you into the next room, and then we'll do it later.
Well, I don't think Clankers is getting through there, so Clankers can look after the wolf and we can, do the necessary.
I mean, it looks like they're all gone, so maybe, is there another exit? Do you know? I look at Casimir.
The dire wolf left. It was with them, I think.
Are you all gone?
There must be a way back in there through the main entrance as well.
Well,
we've
just gonna go
we've
in.
announced ourselves pretty bad, so maybe we could just go through the main entrance now.
I'll consider that and say, well, we've cleared this part out, at least by my judgment, so we can use it as something of a foothold. And I enter with Ward.
I will command clankers to guard the entrance/exit and also the wolf.
Okay.
At least we won't get flanked.
No flankers, clankers.
I'm gonna stay out here with the. Is everyone going in through there? Oh, okay.
Okay. Hang on.
Also, BRB won't be too long.
Actually, should we take a quick break? Because I'm going to also BRB at this point.
Okay,
Take a
we are
quick
taking a
non-scheduled
quick 5-minute
break. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back. Alright, part 2 coming up. It's gonna be on one of these hard drives. I've gotta have it around here somewhere, or maybe it's on a USB stick. Don't worry, guys. Part 2 is coming right up now. Alright, welcome back from that unscheduled break. I hope you're enjoying using your official app while you're doing this, or if you're still downloading it. Jonan, whilst you're doing that, take it away once again.
My phone's clogged with updates and it won't let me download apps. Anyway, so Ward and Jean, you have now crept inside the room. You can see the bedspreads on about, and now that you're in here, make me a perception check.
Can do. I'll take that. Oh, Lord!
I think Ward was thrown off because, like, at the end of the last part, he saw some people and then he blinked and they were gone.
Yeah, you're just like making sure everything's real, just like poking everything in the air. John, with that perception, you notice two things. One, you actually do notice what appear to be paw marks on one bed that was shaped like it was like a dog bed of some sorts. So it looks like the direwolf did come from here. It seemed to be hanging out.
We killed their doggo.
We've done that several times.
He was coming right for us.
And it's also that you start to hear something coming up the steps through this door, which, hang on.
Oh, nothing's coming.
Do you want us to follow or to retreat?
You hear something coming from the other side of this door. And someone... I'm my turn. Alright, what's going on here?
Good thing we've got the diplomatic.
You have a few seconds to react.
We've never retreated from anything, including a giant rock, so we're not about to start retreating now.
Well, I am going to... I'm actually going to pull back a little into the cave and then just beckon Seth forward like, you're the perceptive one and you have ranged attacks. And I'm guarding this passageway.
Maldraff, people might need to talk.
Yeah, we'll start moving.
Do your magic talking and make him change his mind.
Do sleight of hand for me, Ward. Actually, no, do a stealth check.
There's no stealth involved here or sleight of hand.
Okay, so
He
are
just
you
says it
actually
out loud.
just yelling this out?
Yeah.
At that point, you hear some movement outside, and he goes, "So it is you." And
Am I able to hear that at all?
What?
yeah, it's Ward's the only one Ward and John are the only ones who hear this as stepping through. It's a figure that's out of the two of you, Ward is the only one who recognizes it. You see, the man who introduced himself as Strahd's servant, the Dusk Elf who gave you the letter, all the I want to say it was
all
only
that
a couple
week
of days
ago.
Yes, exactly.
He
And
no-selled my critical hit though, right? He like completely no-selled my critical.
Who got absorbed back to the hit. He looks at it and goes, Is the rest of your group with you, or did they abandon you?
Just me.
Make me a deception check.
After you just yelled down the corridor.
I know, right? Deception is +0.
You know, just because of that, make it a disadvantage as well.
That wasn't
That
terrible.
could be
Not that bad.
worse.
I've got some important information for your leader.
He sighs. Would that information be that you are terrible at lying?
No, he probably knows that. I have different information. He's gonna want to hear this.
Nice. Alright. Go ahead, I'll humor you for this 1 second.
No, not to you.
He then rolls his eye. Oh, I get it. You want Strahd to come to you. I'm afraid I cannot allow that.
About Irina.
He's not. Either tell me your information or this conversation is over.
No. I'm only gonna tell it to Strahd. And he's really gonna want to know what I know. And you can check me if I'm lying for that.
I'm just gonna.
He's gonna do just that, and you make me persuade.
Whilst this is going on, I'm just gonna turn to Kelton and be like, "It's really quiet. I mean, I can't even remember the last time we went into a place, and it's been this quiet for this long. This is truly an interesting turn of events."
Isn't it?
I still think we should go the front entrance.
It's nice. Well, this is a bit of an interesting bind. On the one hand, I'm sure he would be very satisfied to hear about your information about her. However, he says, I do not think it would be wise.
Unwise? You remember that letter I was delivered? Did you read it? I bet you did.
Is that? I figured I knew what it was. You're not the first adventurer he's played that game with, you know.
Well,
And
I think Strahd's gonna want to know what I have to say. And maybe even something to do with that letter as well. Ward's been slowly walking up to him this whole time.
I'm going to turn to Kelton and be like, you know, I think you're right. This is getting boring. Maybe we should go around the other side. You know, by the time we all get in through that crack, oh god.
Like, at least
And
there's nothing screaming in there. I feel like if there was any trouble, there would be screaming.
Well, if there's any trouble, you know, yeah, they'd be shouting. You'd be able to hear stuff. It's fine. We should just go around. No problem.
Ward, make me a wisdom saving throw as you step close to her.
Come on.
Pretty good, actually.
He also raises an eyebrow as you step closer to him, as your mind is bombarded with. It's actually something you experienced before. When you were stepping closer, you were bombarded with these terrible sounds of screams and cries of agony all over your senses as he bombards. But you managed to grit your teeth and step close to him. He raised an eyebrow and said, "You are strong, but this is exactly what I feared. My master likes to play these games. He always has. Every time an adventurer comes in here, he toys with them, tries to expose the darkest parts of them. It's the only joy he finds in immortality. But I heard about what happened in Vallaki. I heard about how you all stood against him. and turned Irina against him, both figuratively and literally.
Oh, please, she was already against him. Sorry, I'm not here.
Yeah. My God. And that is exact. I'm sure he would be happy to hear the news. You then suddenly stabs you straight across the chest of his scimitar. His blade sinks in. You take 11 points of slashing damage as he looks at you and goes, I personally cannot let you or your group live.
That's a shame. I guess it's going to be a game changer after all. Warder will slowly grit his teeth and draw his blade.
Roll initiative, everyone. And yeah, I'll say, Jean, you pretty much heard most of it.
Before we roll initiative, may I do something? Like mentally, having heard the conversation and got a sense of like who this person is?
So yeah, you can do something mentally very quickly. What are you trying to do?
I would like to just very quickly close my eyes, reach into my pouch, and say, "Lend me your power against this servant of Strahd."
Okay, we'll see how effective that is.
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so we have now as initiative Jean at the top, followed by Ward. No, wait, sorry, followed by Seth, followed by Ward. Followed by, let's see. Yeah, that'd be them, followed by Keldrin, then Maldrath.
Kind of, is good in a way, because we're out here just, doing nothing. What's going on? Don't know.
Yeah. Okay, that is fair enough. So,
there still isn't any screaming. It's kind of weird. I feel like there should be screaming by now.
I mean, Ward's involved. So, someone should be screaming. I mean,
you would have heard me get hit. That definitely would have been audible.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. And so the screaming starts.
Okay. With that, Jean, you're up.
Okay.
I would say that as you grab your sword and say that, you suddenly hear a familiar hum of energy that seems a warm comforting feeling as the Sunblade, he actually looks in your direction as the Sunblade glows to life in your palm.
Okay, I'd like to say, stepping out of the crevasse here, just looking across the way at him. I'm not certain you know me, but I am Jean-Gaspard Duvalier, vampire, and I would be the last thing you see. And I would like to 1-2 with the Sunblade.
Okay, before that, make a wisdom saving throw as you step into his aura.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
13.
Unfortunately, let me just double check in a second. As you step in, sorry, trying to get rolled. I need to stop doing something. As he runs in, you
we love you, Roll20.
Okay, there we go. It's actually more combination of Roll20 to push the door. But anyway, you're bombarded with noise, and actually, wait. Okay, never mind. Ignore what I was saying. Hey, go ahead and make your attack roll.
Okay. Shouldn't be with advantage, but 20 and 25.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage as he comes in and just barely has enough time to. He doesn't have enough time to raise the defenses. You come in with your glowing blade, and yeah, go ahead and roll.
Okay, so this damage is doubled because he's a vampire, correct?
We'll find out if you roll.
He's rolling now. Rolling all over this guy.
33 points of damage.
You actually, so there's like a 1-2 attack. It burns, but you notice is that whilst it does leave a deep vicious cut and it is slowly burning, it's not steaming the same way it has done against others. And he grits his teeth, then sorry to disappoint you, but I am not like my master. Just the dusk elf who has lived for a long time.
I would like to look at him, incline my head, flourish my blade, and just say, "Long enough." Action surge.
Okay, go for it.
Already? Damn, son.
19 and 21.
Both hits.
$24.
Okay, that's another vicious hit as you slap again, following that same X. He tries to raise a block but cannot get there in time as you slash into him. Once again he grits and just spit it. It's on the ground before raising tall and standing against you again.
Okay, as my final action, I would like to just call back to the others to kindly come in and kick this guy's ass.
Okay, and with that, Seth, you're.
Speaking of kicking people's asses,
or filling them with arrows, is the passage here difficult terrain?
No, you can get through it. It's just one person at a time.
And I'll call up a hunter's mark on him, and then hopefully fill him with arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get advantage this turn, so yeah, I'll go with the sharpshooter.
Right, so.
I'll
have to use the macro twice, so if I do hit, I'll use the damage on the first one.
Right, so. Okay, so the first one misses. The first shot misses as you fire, and he manages to duck out of the way. But following his movements, you're able to fire and hit him again with the second blow. So
I think that was damage calculations.
Yeah. Oh, damage. Okay,
13.
sorry. Okay, the 13. Then in that case, that shot misses.
And then I'll attempt one last time.
Okay, that time it's a hit.
Yep, that's a crit with a champion.
Oh, nice.
So is that not 36 points?
As he ducks down to avoid the shot, the arrows you follow and actually manages to slam the arrow into his head. He goes as he makes a nasty blow to the cranium, and that is 36 points of piercing.
It doesn't double the modifier; it just doubles the dice.
Oh, okay.
So I've got to roll a d8 for that, and then I've got to add on my other modifiers.
Okay, go ahead.
Now for the Colossus Slayer.
That's it.
And you double your Hunter's Mark too.
So I'm just loving the chat log fill up with like, Seth owns this guy, Seth owns this guy.
I make that 40 damage in total.
Okay, hey, that's it.
Dang.
You slam the bolt straight into his head, and he just as he's still barely recovering from, and he is visibly shaking and holding his head. It was a vicious head wound. You can see the blood pouring down his face, so he's having to wipe it out of his eyes. And now, Ward, you're up.
Alright, Ward will just circle around behind him and then try and stab him through the back, living up to his backbreaker moniker.
Go for it.
Crush his spine.
Yeah.
That is an out of character thing to say, by the way.
That is,
Oh, they're all terrible. 15 is the highest.
okay, that is a miss. You come in trying to win him, just seemingly on pure instinct. He manages to like leap out the way of your attack and then just wipe the blood out of his eyes.
That's a crit.
That is
That
indeed
one's
a
a hit,
crit
though.
on a 19.
Yep. As you roll and just slam your blade straight into his stomach, leaving him to make a. As he barely recovers.
34 in total. And that is gonna be it. Yep.
Okay. And as it comes around to his turn, as he just suddenly goes and goes, I knew it. You're all too dangerous. And suddenly, even his eyes flare, and I need Ward and John to make the wisdom saving throw.
Okay, did my last one not happen?
It was because
Like that wisdom save?
I misread I misread a condition, so yeah, I'm gonna have to make you remake it again, please.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, I do still have human determination, and I will roll this with advantage because I don't want to experience what he has on offer. 16.
Okay. You just made it as his eyes flare, and suddenly, Ward, that screaming you heard is getting louder and louder and louder. And Jean, this is the first time you hear it. You suddenly hear this screams and cries of agony. Of all the, it's like 1,000 people all screaming in terror at once.
Here come a lot of dice, I imagine.
Jean, you grit your teeth and just about manage to hold it together. So you take 11 points of psychic damage. Ward, you take 22.
Puts me to 66. Shame it's not 69. Shame. Okay.
Nice.
And just for that, he gets an extra attack. No,
For 69 points worth of damage.
and with
If you
that,
know what I mean.
Yeah, this is why there's no point me raging against him, because he's going to use psychic damage anyway. I don't want to waste another rage.
Mm-hmm. And with that, let's see. Alright, firstly, he is going to make 3 attacks against you, Jean.
Okay.
With his scimitar first. Okay.
I'm assuming the natural 20 is not what hits.
Yeah, it's a 50.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Boy.
I can tell this temple is where we're going to be TPK'd.
Okay, so you take. Is the 8 even hit the first one?
Yes.
Sorry, the second attack, I mean. Okay, so the first attack you managed to parry away. He then you managed to parry away the first attack. He then spins it round in its hand, and it comes round and slashes into your shoulder. And as you grit your teeth for that, he then slices it across the face, just underneath the nose, and you take overall 11 points of slashing damage.
Mustache!
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to say he does it just below, above, like he cuts across the bridge of the nose there. So you're actually or down from there and
Merciful.
onto your mustache.
It could have been terrible. He could have lost half the mustache.
That's still brutal. Oh my god, that was my broken nose.
Oh god, it was. In fact, actually, that gives me flavor. You managed to hit just right onto your broken nose, so that reopens the wound, and you can feel a sharp, stinging pain as the blood.
Okay, yeah. This informs what I'm going to do next turn.
Ben's gonna come out of this looking like the Sphinx.
And
It's true.
and it's with that he is then going to suddenly. He is then going to try and swiftly get out of the way. So you two get an attack of opportunity as he moves down to this area.
Okay. And this is still an advantage because we're flanking him.
Good point.
21.
Okay, so you managed to get a glance on him on the way, yeah?
20 in total.
Okay, both of you managed to get a glance as you swing your blades at him. Okay, so you slash at him from both sides, so just and he starts to move away. You can see that he's clearly being battered and heavily injured now. So he's just trying to get some distance. But you think that a couple more hits and he may go down at this point. So you're thinking he's starting to have the advantage. At which point, we come round to Keldrick.
Can I move my turn? Can I just take my turn after Maldrath? Can I just like look at him and be like, after you? Or do I have? Do I have to like just hold a turn or hold an action? Because I know in Pathfinder that's two separate things.
You can hold a turn, I believe.
My belief is in 5th edition you can only hold an action, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I could be wrong. In 3.5 you could hold your action or move your action down someone else's initiative. It's up to you, DM, regardless.
The way I've been doing it, because it's come up in, I don't know if it's in this campaign or not what I'm doing, but it's come up, and the rule I've given is that you can hold your action until, you can hold your, it's two separate things. You can either hold your action for a specific trigger or hold your turn, and so it's comes first. It comes later on during this round, if that makes sense.
but then it changes its status for the entire combat, I believe.
No. It would. No, the way I've been ruling it is that it just resets. It's just for this turn.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would like to do that, please. Maldrath, go first.
Okay. I couldn't really see much through this crevasse or fissure or whatever it is.
No, you just heard a lot of screaming. You've heard different types of screaming. You've heard John say something that you couldn't hear but probably sounded cool. Then him screaming, Ward screaming, Jean screaming, and then him screaming again. There's been a lot.
And at one point, not the mustache.
Right. I think, being as Maldrath has got a fair grip of this group, what he's going to do, being as he's seen the direwolf come around, he's going to assume that there's probably a way around there. And, going one by one through this hole is probably not great tactics. That word again. So he's just going to make a run to try and get around to the other entrance to see if he can, surprise whatever's going on in there.
Okay, go for it.
Maldrath is moving around to the front door, right? Or that way. I mean, sorry, the steps. There's no door.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
with
with my dash, that's pretty much as far as I can get, I think.
Yeah.
Keldrin is following.
Okay.
Keldrin is following, and I can get 50 feet, so I'm getting to right.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, and I will also say, because I forgot we were doing that turn, Casimir would have dashed and would be around here-ish. Okay, so with that, we come back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up.
All right. Now, terribly, I can't actually reach him.
Okay.
Man, what do I do? Well, I would like to.
You went from
I
that
would
to
like.
Oracle.
Yeah, I would like to second wind.
Okay.
Okay. And do I want to do the supremely silly thing?
Yes. Don't listen to Ward or MVL.
Why are you even asking? Come on, D&D. The
Actually,
point is that we can make stupid decisions.
okay. Actually, I'm gonna hold off on that second wind for now and take it after Ward does his turn.
Okay.
Like I'm holding my turn until after his.
Okay. So, you in that case, you needed to have said that before you did the second wind. That's the only problem.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck to do.
After him, chase.
Yeah, I would just run after him.
I can dash action and do absolutely nothing, or I can follow and do absolutely nothing.
I mean, if you dash and
Think
you
of
can
it more
get
as
to
getting into
him,
position.
yeah, if you get to him and he keeps running away, then at least you'll get an attack of opportunity in.
I don't know. I don't like being useless.
You're not technically being useless. You're all getting into position. I mean, anything can happen. Like, you don't know what he's doing throughout there. Don't forget.
And again, if you get to him and he keeps running away, then either you'll be in position for next turn, or if he keeps running away, you can do an attack of opportunity.
The thing
Which
is,
is
I don't
still a
want
lot
to
of damage from you.
The thing is, I don't want to run
point
in.
out.
I'll say this: I don't want to run in there because I don't know if some defense of the temple is going to just insta kill me.
Good point.
That's not a concern of mine. It never is.
Okay.
You do
Also,
have
they're-
you do have a death
And there
cleric that could put in a good word with Kellenvor, so maybe not worry too much.
And also, there's people living in here, so it can't be too.
Hmm.
Look
Yeah,
at
not
us
too long ago, they would
metagaming
have
and
run through those
tacticking.
doors.
Are they open or closed doors? Like, Ward can't see anyway because they're around the corner.
Yeah, they're both open doors because,
Cool.
like I said, the guys pushed it open. In fact, actually, oh shoot,
MVL wasn't paying attention to where he went because I tried to move the camera down to show where the other players were, but it was too slow, so it just went to blackness. I just moved it back up.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, both these doors are open, so you do have a clear view. And actually, Jean, could you make me a perception check while you're there?
Oh god, this is what I was afraid of.
Sorry, this is out of turn.
14.
You notice actually that there is something else moving to the north of here. These are things that you blink and you go, wait. Your attention was so focused on here that you suddenly notice at the corner of your eye from the open door. Hang on, are those flaming skulls out over there?
I'm going to, I'm going to sidle up against the door and just, I was thinking the exact same thing, Doom. And because uselessness is the tune of my entire life, I'm going to point out the flaming skulls and, for one of deactivating the sun sword, I guess I'm just going to sit here.
Okay, fair enough. Also, I should point out, as on a side note, you're not useless. You have a big boss on his knees after one round. Come on.
Right. Then.
Okay, with that, Seth, you're up.
John did call out the ghosty
Yes,
skull
he did
thing,
point that out.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I'll move 30 feet up then.
Okay.
I think your ward is going to maul this guy, so you could look into the skulls.
Yeah, can I?
My webcam's
I've got
backwards.
eyes on them from here. Yeah.
Yeah, you can answer E. I should have fixed the dynamic lighting so this door is gone, but yeah, they're directly up here-ish.
Right. In that case, I'll shoot at the first one.
Okay. That is a hit. You shoot straight at it, and it digs it right on the head, and I'm just checking through. The active is... There we are. So I just wanted to double check something. It digs it, and annoyingly you see that it's the arrow hits it and it buckles, but it doesn't seem to do very much to it. It's sort of like it buckles, but there doesn't appear to be any signs of scratching on it.
Even if I just distract them, it's better than nothing. I'll yeah, go for another one with a Colossus strike if it hits.
Go for it. That is actually, yeah, that just hits. It's a small target, it's moving about, but thankfully the flaming nature of it makes it slightly easier to track. So you manage to hit it. This time you leave a dent in it, but again, not as much damage as you'd like.
An extra 8 from the Colossus slow.
Even.
And that's me for the turn.
Okay, and with that, we go around to Ward. You're up.
Elf. Flaming skulls fly. Ward can't fly unless a big bird lifts him up and tries to carry him away. Go for Elf. I'm gonna step round corner. Then I should be able to see how far away he is. I'll have 35 foot more.
Okay.
That should get me up to him, right?
Yes, you are able to get it up to him. He is currently like bracing himself against the banister, trying to get himself off of trying to give himself a little more leverage as you. And then he raises his blade to start blocking as you come towards him.
This is not a scheduled break. The game's not over.
And the fourth wall comes crashing down on you.
Deadpool versus Ward, book it.
Okay, you come in and he manages to just catch it with his scimitar and just manages to it is like inches away from his face, which then leads you to just push down and slam it into his forehead. Go ahead and roll your damage. As you push down, you push the blade past, it slams into his head. And how would you like to finish this?
Oh, nice. So he's leaning on the banister, right?
Yeah, he was leaning on the banister.
Spear him through with the sword, and then kick him off the blade so he falls down to the bottom. And then, technically I don't want to do this, but it's so cool. I want to jump down the barricade with the sword and just land straight onto him. I know that's
smash.
I know that's really bad because that puts me more distance away from everybody, but it's too cool not to do. Plus, if there's any height, I jump off it, right?
Yes, I'm trying to think. Okay.
Oh my god, this is Spartan him.
Yeah. As he is like struggling to put the blade as he has blocked the first strike, he goes, "Oh, Are you this strong? At which point, you draw your blade back, slam it through his chest. Master,
Hey.
you still got...
You'll get to see your master in hell someday. Arr!
And with that, you boot him straight off the banister. He falls back and slams his back with... And he, one last time, as the pain flows through him and he starts to lose life, he looks up, reaching a hand towards the heavens, which is then interrupted by you leaping from the banister and just slamming straight on top of him. And the floor, you even on through away from this, hear this as Ward impacts straight onto him. And I will say, you take about two. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall, which is mostly muffled because you landed on something soft.
Waldo just looked down at his body and muttered to himself, "Game over."
You know, I'm okay with that. That needed to be Ward's.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And with that, it comes round to their turn. And first off, let me just do. Yeah. Alrighty.
I'm still there, I'm just moving my token over so I can see what's going on.
That's fair. Okay, so first off, seeing that you're within range, Steph, this guy is going to... Sorry, just calculating, move in a second. Okay, you see this skull move up slightly, and through the open door, you see its mouth open, and it's going to shoot a jet of flat iron. Okay, the first one is a 22, and the second one is a 16.
Yeah, they're 22 hits.
Okay, the first one, it hits you when you take 10 points of fire damage as the flame lands you. And as it opens its mouth and comes in for a second one, you somehow manage to grip it through. You drop down and roll to both dodge them out of the way of the attack and also to put the flames out. So you manage to... Look, as you start off those flames, you see that there's one other similar creature floating closer towards the door. Meanwhile, Ward, as you're down there...
Beautiful.
Yeah, as you're down there, you're standing... You're standing about this thinking, okay, it's over. It's over.
Ward is probably thinking, that was so epic! Nobody saw it!
Make me a deck save, please.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's another dice.
That was an enormously low roll for a fireball, though.
You're thinking to yourself, that was so epic. And you look around, suddenly you suddenly see a glow, and you turn around to see a small spark fly towards you. An explosion hits you directly in the face, and you take 17 points of fire damage.
I would like to point out, for the sake of fairness, that MVL rolled a 1d2 dash instead of a 1d20.
My bad, I actually managed to not roll a d20 there. Sorry.
Okay, in that case, make it a roll. Time slows down as you see this small spark of flame heading towards you.
Also,
That would have been...
Funny.
I've got
Just
a
walk
focus
around
warning as
circle.
well.
Because Barbs get advantage on deck saves against effects they see.
That
At
was actually a
level
good point.
7. at level 7. I
Yeah, I didn't get up to level 7.
No, it's like level 2.
That danger
It's
Okay.
sense,
really
is it?
low
Yeah.
trap sense. Or danger sense, yeah. One.
I'll check the rules for everyone since I can just pull them up.
Okay. Either way, it's still low, so you do take the full 17 fire damage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
would...
attacks they can see, but I'm guessing that Ward didn't see that.
No. I'm just gonna Dragon Ball Z it, so as the explosion dies down, I'm just still standing there looking triumphant, even though it really hurt.
And,
Okay.
and Strahd's poor servant is now a pile of ash, which is somehow poetic.
That is true, actually.
Hey,
And
we don't
with
have
that-
to incinerate him ourselves this way.
True. And with that, that's it. Actually, last but not least, Casimir is going to dash around past clankers and into the entrance. And was that correct?
I
Okay, there
didn't
we go,
see the attacker at all, right?
No, you did not see the attacker at all. Okay, and with that, Keldrin, you're up.
I'm just gonna run as fast as I can, which is not very fast. I just can't get to here.
Hustle, 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 hustle.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, Maltraf, you're
Yeah, he's just gonna see this little Keldrin leg it past him, and he's got I don't think so, and just run past her.
on your left.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have 25 feet movement speed. Shut up.
And Maldraff is just jogging.
I
It's like daintily lifted his cloak.
Jogging. Yeah, I'm just imagining the Grim Reaper dude running with his skirts hitched up.
Oh god! And on that mental image is wonderful for everyone. We come back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up. You now have a choice.
Okay.
You have seen you've seen a flaming skull try and set fire to Seth, but you also saw Ward leap over the edge, followed by an explosion.
So, in other words, a typical day for Ward. I'm gonna call into the other room. Ward, still alive?
Still trying to look
Still
cool.
Seth is squishier. I can help out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Is the Sun Sword still listening to me?
For the moment, yes.
Okay, might as well milk this for all it's worth. 1, 2. 22 and 21. Turn off advantage.
That is a hit.
Okay, and as flaming skulls, do they technically count as undead?
Let me double check. Actually, they do.
I suddenly turned into Wario. There you go.
Okay, that one, you come up, the unblowing glows, you slice through the skull, and it just crumbles into dust instantly.
Cool. I would like to stay here and absorb hits.
Okay.
I'll do sort of the tower shield defense like a Roman.
Okay. Yep, I know just the one. Alrighty then. Seth, you're up.
Do you need me here, Jean, or do you want me to go on to Ward?
Might want to find whatever attacked him.
With that, I'll head into the next room.
Plus,
Yeah.
I do double damage to these things, like out of character, so I can probably just work my way through here.
Okay, you come on to. Very quickly, reading through the description, you come to a very nice balcony, and you see that Ward is. You don't see anything particularly of not. Oh, it's the first bit. we go. Okay, so first off, you see that you see the only thing you can see over the balcony is what appears to be a giant statue over here. But otherwise, the room appears to be empty. It's just Ward, his corpse, and the burn mark from where something hit him.
You okay there, Ward?
Everything hurts, but been doing that a lot recently.
I heard an explosion. Where did it come from?
I have no idea. I was concentrating on killing this dude. It was epic. You missed it.
With that, I'll hold my action until I see something I deem an enemy, and I'll hit it with an arrow.
Okay, then. And with that, we come to Ward.
Oh boy. So Ward's gonna move to the end of the stairs. How big are those squares?
Let's see.
I would use the measurement tool myself, but it's gonna be real slow.
About 10 feet.
So it's 20 foot to the edge of the stairs. I'll move there, and then do I see an entrance to the left?
To the what, sorry?
To the left. Oh wait, I'm down the floor now, aren't I?
Yes, technically.
Yeah, because I know the flaming skulls were to the left of where I am now. So that's
Okay,
what
they're
I'm
to the
wondering.
left of where you are now.
Yeah, but they're
on the
upper floor.
above,
Yeah.
technically.
Okay. I guess let's go ahead and
actually, you do. Okay, you do technically see an entrance there, but it's on a completely different map.
Okay, in which case I'm gonna go ahead and take the other 20 foot up the stairs, and then I'm gonna dash the rest of my movement.
Okay. So around here.
So 20 foot, so like halfway up the steps, and then just past where Seth is on the dash.
Okay.
Yep, so just jogging up the stairs really quickly.
Okay, fair enough.
Still not as funny as the skirt-hitched Grim Reaper.
Whose hood stayed up
And-
the whole time.
Can I
by
still bonus action if I dash?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the
Yeah, that takes up an act.
I'm gonna take the rest thing, the D10, whatever.
Oh,
it's
second
called.
wind.
Yeah, there you go.
Second wind.
Have we ever seen Maldrath in pajamas?
All
I
the
actually
time.
have like
Do-
a
do
bit
you-
of a thought about that, but it never came up.
Do you sleep in your cowl?
Well,
Never
In
mind,
fairness,
we're in a
cows are very
battle.
we'll cross that bridge next time we rest.
Although I will say from personal experience, cows are actually very comfortable to sleep in. But anyway,
Save that for the official Curse of Strahd calendar. Search for it on the App Store and use your imagination once again.
Maldrath wearing nothing but his cowl.
For only a $5 Patreon reward, you can get these photos.
That's not
Okay.
true, everybody, okay? Just so you know.
back...
I don't want to be
Back
bombarded
into-
by
yeah.
messages expecting that.
There are a couple.
Showing everyone his magic greatsword.
Yeah, there are a couple of artists that fled Tumblr that I think might be good for this.
Okay, Jonan, carry on before I make any more
Okay.
jokes.
Right here, first off, on a serious note, MBL do as a Patreon, subscribe to that, and you get loads of things, including fun Let's Plays and bonus commentaries. Meanwhile,
But no
okay,
naked
back in
pictures,
the action
okay?
of the game. It's all safe for work. Anyway,
Unless you use your imagination. Just like with our
and
app.
that's your
There you go.
Okay, and back in the action of the game, Ward, you just booking out of there, and you're using the adrenaline to fuel yourself, and you manage to get your confidence back, and that somehow also works in a way to heal you as well. And with that, it comes around to them, and there doesn't seem to be. Let me just take something real quick.
Oh, and also this time War's looking around for whatever's going to beat him up with fire.
Okay. So, at that... first off, this flame skull is going to fire 2 flame jets at you.
All right. One hits.
Okay. In something similar to what happened, the skull just takes a breath and shoots out a jet of flame towards you. You take 11 points of fire damage, and then you pretty much almost copy exactly what Sev did, where you roll out of the way in order to put out the flames and dodge the second scorch. At which point, the second skull comes up and fires 2 more flames.
Of course.
And again, similar pattern. One comes out, the flame shoots across and manages to hit it down this time. But again, you throw yourself against the wall to put it out and dodge the second one.
Okay, I'm just going to, for flavors, the first one, it singes me, but mostly catches my helmet. I will find out after the battle is over that it is seared off my crest.
Oh. That nasty. Meanwhile, at first, the two of you don't hit Eric.
Just moving my token around the place, don't mind me. Really slowly.
And it is at that point, the seconds are real quick.
I'm expecting a Ghostbusters 2 style thing with this statue.
Sorry.
That's as much as you can get away with before copyright steps in.
Another flip egg fires out, and I need you guys to make. Okay, I need you guys to make me dexterity saving throws as it fires straight towards you.
I didn't think about that, Seth. I'm so sorry I stood right next to you. That's so stupid.
At least you both know it's coming, so Ward, you can do that with advantage, I think.
Yeah, is that how
Actually,
it works?
I will
is
say...
that an ability that I have?
Danger sense, yeah. If you see dex-based, yeah, you've had it for ages.
Okay.
But Jonan can rule as he pleases.
I will say you get the... I'll say, yeah, you can do it with advantage this time because you know now that something's fired at you, so you're getting ready to move the instant you see a spark like that.
Well, one of them was alright.
Okay, so you managed to duck out the... So sensing that you managed to duck out of the way, Seb, you weren't quite prepared for it, unfortunately, so you ended up taking the full 26 fire damage. Ward, you only take 13. And
unfortunately, I think that was 33.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because thank you for that. For being honest, it's 33 fire damage. So, what that would be 18 fire damage, and Seth would be the 32. And with that, I will also allow you to make perception checks, but with disadvantage.
That's the most damage I've had in the entire campaign in one attack.
Wow.
Just imagining Nelson from The Simpsons, where it's like, "You made me bleed my own blood."
Oh.
Well, both of my rolls sucked.
Oh.
I have fire in my eyes.
Yeah, so the fire is more or less pretty much distracting you, Ev. Ward, you look around, but you can still, honestly, you cannot see anything in the area that would actively where this would come from? I mean, the statue doesn't have any kind of holes in it at all.
Fire burn! Ah!
I know.
Okay. And with that, we cut on back. No man, we cut up to Keldrin. You're up.
I'm gonna run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I see nothing so far. I don't see anyone. I see a big open space, yeah? That's it? That's all I can see?
Yes. At the moment, you just see a corridor. Wait, let me just quickly this part. Okay, the very brief description. The icy steps ascend 10 feet to a time-ravaged hallway with arrow slits in the walls. Beyond the hall lies a vast specular structure.
Okay. Do I see, flickering flames and hear Ward and Seth yelling about fire? Oh, hello, Ward.
Yes, I would say Ward is not... that's just camera purposes. But
Yes,
yes,
sorry, guys.
I will say, yes, you did hear the massive explosion and Ward yelling, fire, burn.
Okay, so that's from over there to my left, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna action to dash, and I'm gonna get right to here where I can peek around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, push to talk. I just see remnants of flame on the floor, right? That's it?
Mm-hmm. You see remnants of flame and charred stone, and Ward and Seth desperately trying to put out fire.
From each other.
Are they looking extremely hurt? How are they looking? Because we
Real-
abandoned you for a while.
Real bad. Real bad. Like, actually on fire.
Real bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe another
Okay.
one of those might be enough.
Can just
Oh,
imagine
that's-
Ward just
that's
stood there with
fun.
his his hair's on fire and he's just stood there patting out his clothes instead.
This is fine.
Listen, I have one small item of clothing on Ward and it cannot go on fire. Actually, that's not true. He's got the pelt made of many wolves.
Okay, I'm gonna healing word you, Ward, because you seem more hurt by a small margin. And I'm gonna do it at 4th level. No, wait, 3rd. 3rd. I'm keeping my 4th. Sorry. I'll roll that in a second. Maldrath, you can keep going.
Okie dokie.
Thank you.
That's a total of 13.
Okay. As you're desperately trying to put out the fire, you hear
Sorry!
shouts and the comforting word of sorry, and that surprisingly makes you feel a lot better.
Oh.
Okay. And Maldrath, you're up.
So, obviously, I can assume that I can see sort of the aftermath of all these fireballs
Yep.
and scorch marks on the ground, and
Mm-hmm.
if I do a perception check to try and search for anything, that will be my action, won't it?
It will be, yes. I gave it to Ward and Seth after that turn because they were trying to be on the lookout for something and it just hit them. But yeah, it would be a perception action to try and find someone since you've come onto the scene.
All right.
As far as we know, this is a room full of mysterious fireballs.
I miss playing a rogue.
I'm not really sure if I can do anything without having an enemy to do anything. All I can really do is throw a healing word at someone, whoever is looks like they're more on fire at this point.
I am slightly less on fire than I was, so I would send it to Seth. He's still got a lot of fire on him.
Right then, I will send it to Seth then. And hopefully this macro works and I won't have to do anything myself.
Okay. You... Seth, likewise, you hear Maldrav's calming tones, and that restores you some of your energy as well.
Merry Christmas.
It's appreciated.
And that'll be me.
The comforting,
Is that the healing word? Merry Christmas.
the comforting words of Merry Christmas soothe your injuries.
You don't know what a Christmas is, but it sounds jolly.
Festive.
And with that, we come back to the top of the round. And Jean, you're...
Okay, I'm going to move up, so I'm in melee range, and the one I don't attack gets disadvantage on that flame jet on me if it tries to do that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just try and clear this place out. 1, 2. 19 and 50.
Okay, both of those would hit. So go ahead and roll the damage.
38.
Okay, that instantly destroys the one in front of you. Now with the first...
Oh wow, with the first attack.
Wait, hang on.
That was two. That was two attacks on one. Just so you know.
Okay, right. So the first attack was the 7, 14. Okay, yeah, it would have justified. In which case, yeah, both attacks utterly destroy, and it turns.
Cool. And I'm gonna turn my attention onto the other one. We're in close quarters, so the flame jet should theoretically have disadvantage. And of course, attack of opportunity rules apply if it tries to move away.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good planned. With that, Seth, you're up.
Ward, I think we should probably better getting out of this room for now.
Oh, at least splitting up so the fireball doesn't hit two of us. Go for it. I'll stay here and soak up the fireballs.
With that, I'm going to retreat to just past the doorway, and then I'm going to take a second wind.
Okay. You run back and you take a few cut arm breaths like you've seen other people do to try and regain your focus. And with that, you also gained a second wind. So that's 9 points of healing damage. And healing damage? What? What the hell?
Healing damage.
Of all the times.
The best type of damage.
It's when you critically fail it, like.
When you roll a natural one to kill wounds, you hurt the target.
It just reminds me of Ancient Worms, where cure spells actually hurt the undead. 3.5.
Yeah, I was going to say, it actually reminds me of old Final Fantasies where cure spells would harm zombies. But
I
anyway,
was about to say Final Fantasy, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
Pathfinder channel energy cleric. Oh, heaven.
Okay, we're getting off topic now. So, anyway, Seth, you've now recovered energy. So, Ward, you're up.
Ward tries to look around for whatever's firing this thing.
Perception checks with disadvantage.
Darn it! That's an 8.
You have another look around the room, and it's really confusing. You think the statue is the only thing that could possibly come from, but you don't see any kind of indication. Like, there's literally no holes in the statue.
Oh, Seth had a good plan. Runs outside.
Okay. So you following this man, you run inside, and with that, it comes around to them. First off,
Seth
because
looks kind of worried because Ward tends to bring fireballs.
All right, and with that, first off, I forgot to move Casimir last turn, so he's now right behind you as well. But now it comes around to them, and let me just check something real quick.
Never good if the DM has to look things up.
Okay.
That's a big ass statue, yo.
Okay. I need Keldrin and Maldrath and Casimir to make me dexterity saving throws as you, Keldrin, you suddenly see a bolt of lightning shoot straight towards you.
53?
I'm
I'm
starting to think
assuming
we
I
got
see
the
that
better
as
end
well,
of the
being
stick.
as we're right next to each other.
And actually, let me just double check something.
Oh man.
That's one of our healers.
Okay. Because I've had to pull up my other character sheet because Roll20's character sheet isn't amazing. I've had this thing in my bag for like almost the whole campaign, and I always forgot to use it. So now I'm gonna use it. Ring of Evasion.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna succeed on this dexterity check.
Okay, nice. So, and you just under me. So you both managed to. You see a bolt coming towards you, and you duck, just about to get it out of the way. Maldras as Ring also helping you manage to duck out of the way, and the lightning scorches singes you as you take. Oh god.
26, I think.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. 26 points of lightning damage as the energy just shocks your system, but you don't take the full force. However,
Oh, dude,
Oh, no.
if he fails, this may be the end of him.
Now I feel really bad for not staying out there and being a lightning rod.
Oh!
he only just makes it as well, so he is incredibly seen as well. Goes, what the on earth was that?
Ow!
That tickled a bit.
Oh wait, actually, I'm mirrored, so she'd do that in this direction.
That is fair. Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, and let's see.
Is he still got his turn left, or is he used it?
He has, and he is now going to use. And the third level of race, Misty Step to teleport a barrel in front of you, and then start to run in this direction towards the door.
Why did you just go backwards, you fool?
And with that, we come to Keldrin.
What happened? Can we see where this came from?
I mean,
Okay,
it can
Hey,
only,
let's go, let's go.
I
it
gave
can
it
only
to
come
the
from
other.
one direction.
Yeah, I gave it to the other. So yeah, I'll say perception checks with disadvantage again.
It had to have come from dead center, right? If it went past them and hit the guy behind them,
Yeah.
right?
It was chain lightning, so it does kind of
Oh,
move
it's
about.
chain lightning. Okay, I thought it was lightning bolt.
Eight.
Yeah.
That would have been count. Oh my
Oh.
god!
We're so
All right, Keldrin, Keldrin, you're panicking. Now, if you're 90% sure it came straight center, but again, you can't see anything that would have come from there.
Okay. Okay, it's still my turn, huh? It's still
Yes,
my turn.
and you still have your action.
I'm hurting a lot. These are just like arrow slits, right? That's not doors.
Yes. Yes, those are just arrow slits.
Can I just yell over, what is happening? What did you guys do?
we've done many things, but I don't know which particular one made this happen.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm gonna turn into a saber-toothed tiger. Because they're quicker than my stumpy little legs. And then I'm gonna move move. They have 40 feet of movement. So, I can get to just by this door here.
Maldred's just gonna turn to a side. Oh yeah, I forgot you. Could do that.
You see this blur as a giant saber-tooth tiger suddenly runs through, just manages to squeeze through the door here. And because it's technically... Okay. So, you quickly run through, and this room is featureless except for a round-edged, 10-foot diameter circular hole in the floor to the east, and empty torch sconces along the walls. Double doors and an amber stand open to the north and west. A single door lies just south of the western double set of doors.
Okay. I think that's my turn, because I used my bonus action. You said I still have an action, though.
Yes, unless you use that to dash.
Okay, so I'm gonna use that action to dash and get completely within this chamber.
Okay.
That's
So
my
you
turn.
are now completely within the chamber, and okay, with that, Maldrath, you're up.
Seeing just the absolute devastation that is coming from seemingly nowhere, and seeing everyone else is booking it off into separate rooms, Maldrath is also going to dash and follow Keldrin.
Okay. You step up inside and see the same thing. Okay. And with that, we come back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up, and you're fighting the Flame Skull, who has just been staring into space, not knowing what to make your sword, and definitely not because the DM and the heat of the moment forgot to make him move.
You can do that if you want. Retroactively have it try and flamethrower me.
Okay.
I mean, this is like cutting over to completely different scene. Like the music changes and everything.
Is true, in fairness. Okay, so it is going to, let's see, rejuvenate again. Artie, and yeah, it is going to try something different, as in a moment of desperation. It glows, and why is it not doing one? Okay. I need you to make me a deck save as it tries to do the fireball at you as well.
Oh boy.
Woo, fireball party!
Yep, there we go.
Yeah, it's definitely not as powerful as the other one, so you managed to avoid the spot because you sidestep and the wall behind you explodes, and you take, let's see, 38, yeah, I think that is 19 points of the damage, thank you.
Cool.
And now it's your turn to attack.
Okay, so I would just like to emerge from that, the ends of my mustache smoldering, and come in on this thing. Natural 20.
That's that.
Okay, yeah.
That's a lot of damage.
You can roll damage, but it's purely academic at this point, as you slashed it once. Okay, what happens is you hit it with, first with the pommel. It sort of hit it underneath of the pommel of your blade. It sort of which causes it to fly off the ceiling, bounce, and then as it falls towards the floor, you just stab it with the sunblade and just turn it into a pile of ash on the floor.
Nice. I'm just imagining like the Lost Souls in Doom, where if you hit them hard enough with something, we go. Boom!
Exactly.
They just ricochet across the.
Yeah, with a crit, that'd be 12d8 plus 18.
Yeah. So, and when you consider they're undead, it was pretty much eviscerated. So. Okay, and with that, Seth, you're up.
I'm gonna step back into the room briefly to see if I can see where this or anything is.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, actually, I will also move back into this room to help the others if I can, just as into my turn.
Okay, Seth, make me perception check with disadvantage. Again, statue stands out, but no sign of anything. You still have some movement if you want to move back in.
The pillar at the bottom of the stairs, does that go all the way to the ceiling?
Yes, it does.
I'm going to attempt to run down to that and use it as cover.
Okay.
And if possible, keep my eyes on the statue.
Okay, then. All right, and with that, Ward, you're up.
Ward's gonna stick his head through into the room and do nothing.
Yeah, you see nothing.
Sucking so much on
This
perception.
is, guys, TPK, let's go.
Is there? I mean, Ward wants to move forward into the room, but he really doesn't think he should stand next to Seth, because that's just fireball bait. Yeah. Hate to do it, but gonna move back to where he was. Unless there's anything else he can get behind if he runs down there. I got a 35-foot movement still.
Unfortunately, it would be the same pillar Seth's hiding behind.
Yeah, that is. It's gonna be worse for Seth if I go there, because it's just fireball bait. So I'm gonna hide back round where he was.
Okay. And with that, it comes to their turn. And as your position, Seth, make me a perception check as it attacks.
Is that with disadvantage or?
No, this time it's just a straight roll.
Oh, Seth. Oh.
And I also need you to make me a dex save.
I get +2 for being in cover.
Yes. Okay, so unfortunately, you, as a bolt, you're just not quick enough. The full explosion comes in. You take 34. No, wait. You
43.
take 43 points of fire damage, but you do actually notice the statue's eyes. You actually, what you thought were just bits of pale black stone. You actually see shimmer for a brief second, and then the spark comes out. There is something in the statue's head, well disguised, that is firing these attacks at you.
It's definitely coming from the statue, guys. The eyes are something. The head. The head burns.
Oh, Seth.
Are you up? Are you up?
Oh, yeah, he's hanging on. Just about. If it wasn't for the second win in Healing Word, I'd be down on the floor.
Okay, and now, that's a bit. Yeah, here's what you're saying, and he's going to fire a flame ball in the general direction at this.
Yeah, because that's far away.
And completely wet, it just bounces off the statue's head. At which point he just he goes straight into the cover, and as he
actually that was a 22.
No, it's disadvantage.
Oh, right.
Okay, so yeah, the 8's the one that counted this time, and then he ducks around next to who's on, and he goes, "I don't know how. You seem to attract more trouble."
I'll just sort of peering around the corner, glance back and say, I'm figuring it out myself, honestly.
Okay, and with that, Keldrin, you're up.
Okay, I have 40-foot movement speed on this dude. So I can get... Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. And then I'm gonna use my action to dash and go another 10. Oh, there's a dude. I'm gonna ignore him. 20, 30, And then can I running jump and land on this guy's head?
Super Mario.
I have a running start.
Okay, that is true. Make me an athletics.
With the saber-toothed tiger's stats. Athletics is strength, yeah? So I'm going to roll a d20 first. Rolling a d20. Let's see what his plus is.
Oh.
Plus 4.
Okay,
Plus 4.
so you blaze through these. Very quickly, you see a glazed corridor cracks in the black marble floor. You see that the walls are used in amber, and you notice that there is a very giant statue over there. You then,
I heard it's the statue. It's definitely the statue. So that's why.
I mean in the room. In the room there is also another statue that was
cool.
around here, and on top of that, as you try and leap on, you do manage to get a landing on here, but unfortunately you're not able to get a solid enough purchase. And unlike so many cat videos, you just see the image of this large saber-toothed tiger just slowly slide down the statue until it lands next to it on the floor.
Meow. Can I land behind it? Is that possible? Not with a
Okay, yeah, just about here.
Okay, thank you. Merciful DM.
Okay, and with that, Maldraff, you're up.
I'm just going to move up to the doors and just see what I can see from it. Which isn't much.
Okay, so from here. Okay, the full version of the explanation. Glazed amber covers the walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor. The amber doors at both ends of the hall stand open. A closed door in the middle of the east A closed door is in the middle of the east wall, and 3 arrow slits are carved into the wall across it. Cracks in the black marble floor run through the length of the hall. So these arrow slits, you can look through them and in theory, fire spells and weapons from them for cover if you wish.
So I can just about see the statue.
Yeah, you can also just about see what appears to be a person at the end of the corridor there. Oh, and here, yes, you can, through these arrow slits, you can pretty much see the main room and the statue over here.
So I'm trying to do it without using all my dodge, dash.
Yeah, I see what you're doing.
And I obviously heard that it's the statue.
The
problem is Maldrath is not a ranged person particularly. So he will just try and shoot one of the eyes with his longbow, because that's
okay.
I think none of his spells really are going to work.
Okay, in that case, make an attack roll at disadvantage as you aim to shoot with the long.
Disadvantage, holy crap.
You're just sort of firing in the darkness, and you're not really even sure what you're aiming at.
Oh, yes.
Okay, and let me just do some calculations real quick. That, you fire it straight to the arrows, and you notice you don't appear to do any damage. However, you notice that when you fire the arrow straight into the eyes, the arrow goes straight through the eye, and you hear a bang on the other side, indicating that Seth was right. That the eyes are actually, they seem to be some kind of illusion, and there is definitely something inside it.
Right, I'm not even, me as a player, I'm not even quite sure what to think about that. It's really like, there's something funky up with that statue. Keep away from its eyes.
I catch all of this as well, right?
Unless someone's got some sort of explodey spell.
Yeah, essentially, you already caught this, and Maldrath just essentially confirmed it for you as the arrow fires through, and you know that, okay, I can just shoot directly into the eye.
I'm just going to tuck myself back in here with the last of my... And that'll be me.
Okay. And now we come back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up.
Okay, I'm singed. I'm at roughly a third of my HP. I'm gonna look at Ward and say, we know generally where to go. Is there an entrance into the main hallway up this corridor? Basically, I'm asking.
I didn't see much except fire and lightning and pain, so I really couldn't tell you because I wasn't paying attention.
Perfect. Follow me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I am going to slip myself into this little alcove here with a dash action and out of sight.
Okay, good to know. Also, so I note as you're into this hall, might as well quickly read the description. The walls of this 20-foot wide corridor, 70-foot long arched corridor, are sheathed in amber. The second and half of the hall is scorched by fire, and charred corpses lie on the floor here. Not just your own. And let's see. Yeah. And yes, that's all the description, and you do see that the corpse might have had some items. Might have had some items on it, but you would have to take an action to loot that if you.
Yeah, that'll wait until after we're not in danger of being TPK'd.
Okay, righto. With that, Seth, you're up.
Is there any way I can see through the eyes to what's actually behind it or anything?
No, it's complete. It is complete darkness. It's like it's like a sheer solid sheet of black. It's only because you would say need so much attention to follow the attack that you actually know anything's coming from there at all.
I'm probably gonna run away.
Okay. All right, as you, so we're about to move into
up to the top of the stairs, and then I'm going to use the dash action to go back behind the doors and out of sight.
Okay. All right, and with that, it comes out to their turn, and
doesn't Ward get to go?
I'm after.
Oh yeah, sorry, Ward, you're right.
Am I before or after?
Yeah, you are. Sorry.
You're before.
No, you're before. Sorry.
Okay. Hey Seth. You know, when me and Crowley used to fight monsters, we mostly fought really, really weak vampires or werewolves, the same power level as that boy we met in the church. I'm a bit out of my element these days, as you may have noticed. I'm gonna go follow John. He said to follow him.
Okay. I'm not used to dealing with fireballs.
Oh, I mean, after today, we will be. Let's go.
Trial by fire.
I move.
And suddenly the entire temple explodes.
It already has, though.
My roll 20 is really slow, so I'll move 40 foot, and if I can't see Jean, I will dash.
Okay.
We totally love you, Roll20. Wouldn't exchange you for any other system ever.
It's probably because I have to turn off advanced settings on my browser to capture it, and that's probably why. Roll20 is a great program.
Indeed. It's definitely our hardware, not its fault. Okay, so let's see. Okay, with that, it comes round to their turn, and
I am out in the open. Whee!
Oh yeah.
So Asa maybe moves up and is going to try and also fire firebolt through the advantage, and he completely misses. Again, it smacks the statue and does nothing. And then, as you're slinging. Here we are.
Oh, so he's firing through like holes in the wall here.
Yeah, arrow
like,
slits, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, there are some more of those. It's what John's put up against. But Keldrin, I need you to make me a Constitution save as this guy comes out. The spectral finger suddenly.
Constitution, huh? All right.
Yeah, negative energy like courses out and just starts and hits you directly. And let's see. Unfortunately, you feel this dark energy coursing and ripping through your body, and you take 67 points of necrotic damage as it like rips through your saber-tooth tiger form.
I am back to Keldrin.
And you feel a sheer pain, and with that, your beast form shrivels back up into the dwarf, who is now on the floor in front of this statue.
This is great.
I'm having bad Age of Worms memories.
Oh, please. Oh, please. This is fine.
If all else fails, please just kill my character and no one I actually like.
Okay. Right. With that, Maldraff, you're up. No, wait, no. I'm getting confused. Ooh, sorry. Keldrin, you're up. There we go.
Okay, this is a long shot. I would like to climb the statue, please. Do I think I could make it up to face level?
You might be able to. Make me an athletics check. Actually. Okay, yeah. You can climb up if you want. So go ahead and make me an athletics check to see if you can climb it.
Maybe it's not so terribly difficult. Athletics. Okay. All right.
Okay, yeah. I will say you without too much problem, you take a breath and actually slowly manage to climb the footholds, and you actually get to just about level with the statue head of this.
Okay, can you just describe me what his face looks like? Does it have like eye holes and they're black, or is the entire face black?
Okay, it has eye holes, but they're completely black.
Okay, I'm going to stick 2 fingers through one eye, and I'm going to cast Dispel Magic inside the statue.
Okay, go ahead and make that.
Oh, that's cool. He just 3-stooged the statue.
Here comes the 2 fingers of death.
Oh, that was almost a 19.
They hit it, and you actually notice that the darkness slowly these shimmers and starts to weaken and fade through. And you can actually see something inside the statue for a moment, but then the darkness reflects back to normal.
At 4th level,
there is actually a person.
There's a person in there.
Yeah, there is something in there. There is a person inside it. You shimmer the darkness to the point that the darkness was briefly transparent, and you can see that there was a person in there.
Oh shit! Okay, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to drop behind the statue. Okay. Wait, first I'm gonna yell out, guys, there's a person in the statue, and then I'm gonna drop behind it. So I want to be like where its back is, and hope that gives me some kind of cover.
Good, we can kill it.
And that's it.
Okay, all right then. Okay, and with that, we come back to the top of the round. John, you're up.
I was really hoping it to just be some magical rune on the back of the statue, but nope.
It is. It's just you are slightly below the DC. Okay, so.
I don't think there's much point me. I got no area effect, so I'll just dash and try and get behind this.
Okay.
Shit.
As you move in, you see Okay. Excellent. Okay, so the ceiling is okay. The walls and the walls and ceiling in the eastern portion of this bare room have collapsed to the west of our open amber doors. In the center of the room is a 10-foot tall statue of a jackal-headed warrior made of cracked amber. It turns to face you and clenches its fists.
Oh no! We had better level up after this encounter because I'm having a panic attack over here.
Dude, this is fine.
As Maldrath has just used his dash action to get there, he's just going to sort of slide to a halt and bring his shield up and flourish his spear and just, and that's all he can do.
Okay. With that, now we come back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up.
Okay, so he's not panicking as much as I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, into this room.
Okay, so sorry to try and find the description again. Okay, as you step inside, torches in sconces illuminate a dining hall in the center of the room. Covering the table is a magnificent feast that fills the hall with the rich smells of cooked meats, sweet vegetables, piping hot gravy, and wine.
Nope.
It's a trap for Ward.
Yeah, unless something wisdom saves me into staying in there, I'm gonna 1, 2 dash action. 1, 2, aha! Into the main chamber. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, the marble. This black marble balcony overhangs the northwest corner of the temple, the floor of which lies 30 feet below. Nearly. Oh, okay. So I should have possibly rolled more dice. Water, never mind. Nearly half the balcony has fallen away, and obvious cracks have formed near its ragged edge.
And you can see Keldrin like back to back with the statue, just like.
Okay, and with that, Seth, you're up.
I'm gonna move up closer to Cassia here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
I'll say that he will step aside to let you try and shoot through there.
and yeah, I'll attempt to shoot through to the eyes.
Okay.
Disadvantage, right?
Yep. And unfortunately, that is a miss. You fire the arrow, and there's a you're sure you hit the eye, but you don't hear anything on the other side.
May as well double down and go for it again.
Right, so another advantage. Again, you fire through. You thought you hit the eye, but nothing's coming out.
There's a lot of shit rolls today.
In fairness, this is a very unique situation. Okay.
Death Quest City.
Ward, you're up.
Alright, Jean told me to follow him, so I should end up just in front of him because I have more movement.
Okay.
That'll be a dash, though.
Yeah.
And then I see we've come out just in front of it, and Ward is kind of like, oh, shit. And then he's used up his movement. That's where he ends up.
Okay. So you end up on the same balcony as Jean. With that, it comes around. And it used up that, so... Alright. This guy looks at it. You hit this on work. I'll do someone yelling, "Shut up!" And a distant muffle and wait, hang on. Make me a deck save, please.
It doesn't matter. I'm at 14 hit points, so even if I make it,
Oh no.
I'm out.
Okay.
Keldrin falls unconscious.
Yeah, on a ward. He actually, wait. Let's see. No, never mind that actually. Because
No,
it's
come on,
sorry,
you
it's
already
only-
said it.
Yeah, I've just realised the goof that he can't actually see you behind there. So
I was hoping for that. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Totally minds. Continue.
in another universe,
I'm alive.
okay, in another universe, that's what would have happened. In this case, let's see. Actually, oh dear. It would actually. I'm gonna do one.
DM cycling through all those options: kill player, kill player, kill player, kill player.
Unfortunately,
Yep, that's what's gonna happen.
yeah. Unfortunately,
No, it's not. It is absurdly
I'm gonna
hard to
need-
die in 5th edition, and we still got Malpath. It's
and yet we're
fine.
going to do so.
We
Okay.
are not.
Okay,
We're all at below half health.
Ward and John, I'm gonna need you to do the deck save now, please, as he
Oh.
fires on you instead.
Natural 20.
Nice. Both of you, very quick, swift movements, managed to dodge out the way as this spark fires sideways. You both take 15 points of fire damage as the explosion rocks the wall behind you. And let's see, Casimir's going to try one more time to fire some. Let's see. Yeah, Casimir's going to step up and try to fire some. Yeah. Let's see. Actually, that's a bit. Trying to. Okay, let's see if this happens.
Oh!
Casimir and sheer frustration attempts to fire that, and
Does that hit me as well? I'm in cover.
no, he's aiming straight for the in the eyes of the statue where
Oh,
you
bless
guys
you,
are-
Cass.
And sorry, I had the roll modifiers, but unfortunately, there was no advantage that second one hit. But this guy still takes a lot of damage as the explosion hits the eyes, and you hear inside a.
Oh god, he just brazen bowled him.
As you hear something screaming with inside, and that's it comes to the end of its turn. So with that, Keldrin, you're up.
Doesn't
He doesn't. He
Yeah,
does
doesn't-
something right. Oh no, he shot the
Maldrath
fireball.
get ganked by a? Doesn't Maldrath get ganked by a statue now?
That's
No.
next. Oh yes, you're right.
We're having a stare down. We're having a stare down. So.
Let's lose our healer, then it'll make it easier for my point to be proven.
Okay, so
I
this-
will real life kill you.
Whose side are you on, John? Man.
I'm
That
just
is the
saying.
real name.
Look, we know you have been badly done by DMs, but come on, Jonah's got this. I like this. It's a challenge. I like it a
No.
lot.
Now Jonan may have us, but the module may kill us.
Lies.
Okay.
Jonan, I believe in you wholeheartedly. I love this. I am living.
Okay, so with that,
Just.
Just remember,
okay, with
our
that,
next
the creature's
party will
dead.
all be Seths. So,
And I need you to make a wisdom save, Maldrath, as its eyes suddenly glow and you feel that energy shudder along. And as you unfortunately begin to move and reflect, your reflexes are.
Wait. I'm assuming that I've just rolled this, and as far as I'm aware, the outcome is unknown. So I'm going to use a luck point to re-roll this. I think I can do that.
Yep.
Yes, you can.
Sweet. Please don't fuck me over roll 20.
And that makes it.
Nice.
You feel a shudder of energy, and in another lifetime, you may have been slowed, but with luck, you managed to detect it earlier, and you just kind of almost like Dragon Ball Z. And then you both continue this epic stare down. And with that, Maldraff, you're up. There is a giant golden
cash
stone.
money of you.
Yes, Keldrin next.
Oh, Keldrin. Now,
I'm sorry.
So
Everything is
confusing.
confused.
Okay, Keldrin, yeah.
Everything is confused. Okay, so while I was climbing up, did I get a feeling of where the thing starts being an illusion and stops being a statue?
It is basically a very thin sheet. It's like, for lack of a better term, it's like bulletproof glass in front of the eyes. The darkness is just
Okay, but like the entire statue is still a physical thing.
Yes, the entire statue is still a physical thing. It's just that he said this, whatever's in there has essentially just used this wall of darkness to essentially create a screen that prevents you guys from seeing him inside the hollowed out eyes.
Is there a door? How did he get in here? Is there a door?
Funny thing, let's see, I'm pretty sure there is. I'm trying to figure out where the heck, if they actually mentioned that on this. Hang on.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
The man behind the curtain screaming, why is this information in two different places?
And that's the module fighting back.
Damn it, module. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty, you would have to make a perception. You would have to make a perception check to see if there's any kind of door, because nothing obvious is there.
As an action?
Yes. This would be an action, I'm afraid.
Okay. Instead, I didn't pack very many offensive spells, you guys. This kind of sucks. Instead, I am going to climb back up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, could I? Oh, no, it has range. Yes. I'm going to climb back up. I'm going to stick my head through the darkness, or like try and see the dude.
Okay, you step in and it's more like a globe of darkness that's inside now. So you sort of stick your head, it's really hard, you can't see. Actually,
I have dark vision.
Dark vision
That's
can't
true.
see through magical darkness, I don't think. If it is magical darkness.
And I believe that is the case, but I'm just double checking to make sure.
It's one of the really silly things about drows, that they get darkness the spell, which they can't see through.
Let's see. Yeah, a creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can illuminate.
Well, I'm still going to try this. I'm going to cast Confusion on the dude whom I know lurks inside.
Okay, go for it.
I can't see him, so I'm not sure if that works.
Depends what the spell says. If you need to be able to see
range 20. It range 90 feet. Spell assaults. It doesn't say. Casting time 1 action.
Okay. The spell assault creatures.
Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within range must succeed a Wisdom saving throw when you cast the spell. So fuck you, dude, hiding in darkness, and make me a Wisdom save, please.
Pretty good.
All right, it's gonna do that.
With the DC of 15.
It succeeds, unfortunately.
Ah, damn it! My second 4th level spell. Poop.
You find that
I'm just gonna slip back and hide behind his back again.
Okay, you find that Shibbo in there, and it's you hear as you hear the Shibbo, you hear it's on the place that you little annoying. and as you slowly shimmer back down, and that's the end of your turn. So
Yeah.
now, Maldraff, you're up.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna let this go, but he's, initiated hostilities, so I'm gonna have to, respond in kind. Yeah, where is it? There we go.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage as you come in and that.
Maldrath is through playing games after he's been electrocuted and all sorts, so he's gonna go absolutely to town. So
Okay.
we'll roll the damage for this first.
Yeah. Okay. Thankfully your weapon then is magical, so the energy manages to make it add even more cracks to the armor, make it a sizable dent as it takes takes 13 points of piercing damage.
We'll add a D8 to that. Okay, and then what was it? Then another 21 damage on top of that as I fire up the old black flame.
Okay.
So yeah, Maldrath is just, he's had enough. All I wanted was a nice wolf pelt, and all his is gone to shit.
And Nick has briefly left, so I could say, all you wanted was a wolf pelt, and now we're going to die horribly.
Have you rolled the damage yet? Or
It's just an
That's
extra
just
21.
It's just a flat 21 damage on top.
Oh, an extra flat 21. Okay, yeah. So that the black flames ignite and burst a large hole in its chest. It's still standing strong though, even with that massive chunk out.
Yeah, I imagine it would do. But yeah, that's me.
Okay, we are now back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up.
Okay, we can assume there's a door, correct? Like some way for old buddy to get in there.
You would have to make a perception check.
Well, I could do that, or I could do the fun thing because I suspect that if nothing else on 16 HP, I'm the likeliest to die. I can do the cool thing and attempt something. From my vantage point, can I take a flying leap and down smash through the head of the statue with the sunblade?
That's funny. We're on the same wavelength, like myself and Crowley were, because I was just about to do that.
You can
In
leap
the
on top of the
background.
statue's head. It might be a bit too thick for you to pierce it.
In the
Okay.
background, just there goes my hero.
That's enough.
Okay.
Copyright.
I will leap onto the statue's head, and then if possible afterwards I'll just dangle down in front of it and shove the sword through, which should dispel the darkness, because my sword exudes daylight.
Okay, first off, make me an athletics check to see if you can get to the statue's head first.
Okay, I would like to play.
Make the athletics check first, and if you succeed, you can flavor it. Oh
Uh-oh.
No!
He froze.
Okay.
It's
In-
been called away.
I think. Okay, we'll hold that action then as John gears himself up, and with
John's
that,
just mentally
Seth,
getting in
you're-
the zone.
I'm just going to repeat my last turn and stick some arrows in it, hopefully.
Okay, go ahead and make 2 attack rolls at disadvantage. And okay, the first one is a miss as it digs on. The second one hits as you fire into the darts, and you suddenly hear an "Ow!"
Concentration. Here you go.
Okay, yeah, good point. As it takes 10 piercing damage.
Would I be able to get Colossus Slayer on that? But I can't see him, can I?
Unfortunately, no, as the darkness shivers and the darkness just about stays up at them.
Curse that darkness.
If only someone had magic missile.
Okay, it's up. All right, John. It's all right. No, John, you're still not holding your action to look cool. Okay, so with this, Ward, you're up.
I mean, Ward has a good read on what John was going to do as he prepares for it, and he's just quicker off the step, and and attempts to jump. If I'm going to get to the end, I'm going to jump.
I mean, maybe for flavor you can do it at the same time then, depending on when Sven comes back.
Okay. Go ahead and make the athletics check to see if you make it.
I'm just imagining this as like, Ward's just Leroying the whole thing, like Sven's gearing up. And
Okay.
Ward's like, "Wah!"
We're gonna attack.
You know what? I will
Ward
say for flavor,
backbreaker.
I'll say for flavor is you two. I'll say maybe for flavor that you two and just leap simultaneously, brothers in arms, straight across to the guy. You are now both either side. Either the stand.
And I'm gonna stab it in the eye.
Okay, make me an attack roll at disadvantage.
I
as
would
you
like
just
to
try and
stab him
swing
in the
your-
eye recklessly. Ah!
Okay, so just a straight attack roll.
Oh, wow.
As you slam your sword directly in there, you suddenly hear a smack, and your blade just clatters inside.
Oh.
Okay,
Um,
and it comes round to them, and whilst I'm waiting for John to get back, the golem is going to slam two fists on Maldrath.
Here we go. Oh boy.
Okay, the first one hits as this massive fist like slams straight straight on top of you, and you like just slam to the floor. That is a great shot of pain as you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage. The second attack slams in, and you manage to roll out of the way just in time as this just in time and back up onto your feet. So that counts as the second attack, and we will slow that down, John. You, for flavor, you and Ward have just leapt across the statue at the same time. Ward has tried to stab it in, but because it was reckless, he dropped the sword blade and it's now inside.
I gave them my weapon.
Oh.
It was my choice.
Okay, so I would like to start off by saying sorry about the disappearance. I terribly apologize. Yeah, I would like to, if I can, just sort of swing down Donkey Kong style, which is appropriate, and just
Okay, so you leap inside the darkness, and I'm just going to double check one rule.
I still can't picture it. Like, is it only its eyes? Is it its entire head?
It's like
I still don't.
The eye is like a hole, and okay. And Jean will sort of vaguely get this as it leaps in. It's like you're essentially like leaping through from the windows, which is what the eye are, into like a small, all hollowed out room. So its head is hollow, and there's a room
How
inside it, but
big
the
are
eyes
the
are.
You
eyes?
can get in there? What? Okay.
What Jean could just do that. Like it's like a.
Okay, so he sort of slides in, right? It's like
He just sort of
yeah.
slides in.
Sure.
That's why I'm kind of like the card style. So, John, you just managed to slide in. It just barely gets in as you squeeze in. But let's see.
Now we've lost John down there as well as my sword. Oh my goodness.
And I am just double checking some rules really quickly because, okay, it's non-magical light, and the blade technically gives out sunlight, so it unfortunately it may not. It doesn't quite work to dispel it. However, I will say you can also. It will be just a straight attack roll since you're now in its close proximity. So.
Okay, do I see what it is?
It's unfortunately it is still pitch blackness inside it.
Okay. By the way, I thought this sword operated on the daylight spell, but I guess not.
Let me double check.
Well, either way, there's not much room for error in a tiny little enclosed space, which is just me and Friendo. So I'm just going to do this. 24 and 21.
Both hit as you just begin essentially doing like Legend of Zelda style wide sweeps. You just go, and you hear both times something shriek.
Max damage. 34.
Okay, so I don't know.
Oh boy.
There we go. Now, honey.
That's gonna be a tough concentration check.
I didn't even think of that.
Let's see.
Yeah, that's fine. It's half damage, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just barely. It only just succeeds. You hear this thing goes, ah! And I will say this, John. You briefly see. As it struggles to make concentration becomes transparent, you see what appears to be a vague fox-like creature appear there in front of you, and then it shimmer back as the darkness comes on in full force.
All right, just real quick, would it be 2 concentration checks because that was 2 attacks?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I don't know the ruling.
Okay, but then the DC for both of them would be lower.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Yeah, either it's it's fine.
It made both of them either way. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, it made both of them. Yes, so it maintains that. So you are now in a small room, and now we go back to their turn. At which point, the creature yells. Let me see. Yeah, you hear like a strange sound, but you don't know. But you're not really sure what's happening. As let me just double check something real quick. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So it teleports away, and Ward, as you're on this. Actually, yeah, I'll let you see this too. You see this same fox-like creature appear outside on the balcony. And then it screws, and just as in her, and runs away down the stairs, as it just completely flees the area.
Ward doesn't know what to make of that because he doesn't know it's the same thing that's in there. As far as he's concerned, a little fox just appeared and ran away.
Okay. Maldrav, you didn't see anything. You guys, I'll say Ward and John are the only one. No, actually, Ward's the only one who sees this because Keldrin's on the ground and John is currently inside a sphere of darkness.
The reason I ask is that Clankers is at the exit guarding for anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like he ran deeper into the temple.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Would I catch sight of that from the arrow slit?
Yes, you would. So you saw that it headed in this direction through these doors.
A fox thing appeared out here and ran away. Does that mean anything to anybody?
I saw it too, but I don't know where it came from.
I'll just look up and call back. That was it. Where did it go?
I honestly don't know, but deeper into the temple.
Of course.
I'll just shout,
okay.
The fox thing, you should see this thing.
Huh?
That's right, because this would be the end of the combat encounter, but Maldraff is fighting a golem at the moment, so back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up. You did hear Maldraff yell, what about this thing?
John, can you pass me my sword? It's in there somewhere.
Can I do that? Can I just do the blade pop thing like in Return of the Jedi? Boop.
You would have to make. Hang on, let's see. Okay, you know what? I will say, because you have no reason to keep this up, the darkness dispels. So yeah, you can just like pick up the blade and then throw it out. In Ward, make me a dex check.
Excellent.
You catch a blade and you go around to reach it and watch it fall down, slip through your fingers, and then clatter on the floor below you.
Why didn't you just pass it to me? Why did you throw it?
Say like, to my hands, to my hands.
It's a shame I can't make the bad internet connection echo deliberately go on and off, because you hear an echoey voice call back, "I'm trying," and I would like to clamber back out the window and up onto the top of the statue, and if I can, just take a running leap onto this platform over here.
I will say, unfortunately, you wouldn't have enough momentum. Just climbing out the statue is a tricky thing from that angle, so you'll be able to move onto the statue, but you can try and leap across next turn.
Okay.
Also, no way you're gonna get a running start from up there, I think.
Yeah.
Dash action. Could I incorporate an athletics check to jump into a dash action?
Okay, I will say athletics check with disadvantage because you haven't had much of a space. Okay.
Right. Shit. Okay, I'll try and do it because I at least need to get to Maldrath.
Okay.
Lowers an 18.
Okay. Yes, so I will say that is enough. You managed to clamber out, leap through, and then just concentrate all your energy into legs and land on the other side.
Okay, do I see Ilvis? Can I tell what the fox says?
Let's see. Actually, no, you can only see to the next room, and you can't actually see where it's gone.
Okay, that's good enough for now.
You can see a giant statue with a room ahead of you. Well, about 10-foot statue, but which appears to be attacking Maldrath. So, but you've used up your action, so Seth, you're up.
Not knowing would I have seen through the arrow slits earlier Maldrath running through the other corridor?
I will say you have. I will say, yeah, it's a pretty easy assumption to get through because you don't see Maldrath in the room, and you know there's a door to the corridor on the other side, so it's not that hard to figure out where he's gone.
I imagine you probably would have heard where my voice came from when I shouted out as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna start moving that way as well then. So
okay,
30 feet, and dash another 30.
Okay. And while you're dashing to get to the scene,
do you get another movement and a dash if you use the action surge, or is it just movement?
You can dash again.
Yeah, I might double down on that then, so I can move another 60.
I mean, we are going to long rest after this.
Okay, that's faster than you've ever done in your entire life.
How far up and down is the statue?
It did say the statue, I believe, is
8
okay.
feet,
The statue is 40 foot.
Oh, 40! Holy
wow! Children.
That was me. Okay. Yeah.
Could you throw me my sword? Worst case scenario is you skewer yourself on me.
I mean, my mama told me not to run with scissors.
It's great. It's not scissors.
I can try.
Ward's gonna try and jump to the other platform.
Okay, go ahead and make me an athletics check. Just a straight one this time. And just to clarify, the only reason I gave you a disadvantage is because you didn't have enough time to prepare for this. Okay, so
Yeah.
Gonna stay on the edge.
Meanwhile, Ward, you were prepared for this? Yeah. And you managed to leap straight onto the edge and clear.
That's it.
Okay. And with that, it comes down to them. The golem is going to make 2 more slam attacks on you, Maldra.
Oh, Kellenvor, pray, just protect me.
Okay, the first strike hits, the second strike misses. So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it comes in and smacks you, and then just manages to dodge out the way of the other attack. And with that, Keldrin, you're up.
So Ward is up here still, yeah?
Yes, and the sword was around here.
So I'm going to use my entire action, like my entire round probably. I'm going to go to the sword. I'm going to take out some rope. I'm going to tie the rope around the pommel.
Yes.
Grip thing, whatever.
The pommel, yes.
And I'm going to throw the rest of the rope up to Ward.
Okay. Ward, make me a dex check as she throws the rope up towards you.
I hate dexterity. Let's go for it.
Can I assist in throwing really well?
It doesn't matter.
You throw the rope with perfect aim, but Ward just made the athletics check, and he looks down and goes, "Wait, what?" And the rope falls back down the other side.
Wait, what?
I wasn't ready.
I'm so rubbish. This is.
That's my turn, I guess.
Oh god. Okay, Maldraff, you're up.
Can you circle around it? Because we can flank with each other while Ward's trying to do shenanigans.
Why is getting my weapon back harder than the monster?
I'm assuming that Jean shouted that and Maldrath was able to hear it and was like, okay. I mean, there's only 2 ways.
I'll basically just shout flank it.
Okay, right. I'm assuming that this is going to have way more HP than I can ever possibly hope to do myself. So let's do something a little bit more tactical, I hope. Right.
Oh.
Let's please work. I'm going to try blindness on it.
Okay. Okay, so it makes a Constitution saving throw.
Fuck.
Unfortunately, it succeeds, and you try to, you able to, you took the creature and you try to call upon Campbell to try to the blindness over it. You can see the magic shimmer over its eyes, and then its eyes glow, and a surge of magical energy comes out of it, and manages to completely dispels the spell utterly.
Oh boy.
And with that, it comes round 2. Back to the top of the round. Jean, you're up.
Okay, let's see if I can get into flanking position where I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just. Oh, okay. Ooh. Okay. Thank heavens the sun sword's working with me right now, because I know some stuff out of character about golems that, oof. 1, 2 with advantage on its knee.
Okay, yeah, both hit. Go ahead and roll the damage as you come in. As it it focused all its energy on dispelling. It wasn't paying attention. You were able to slam straight into its back, and you do
25 points
25.
of radiant.
Yes, you leave a very you slash across its legs and taking out large chunks of them. It buckles briefly, but then stands up.
Okay, hopefully it divides its attacks next time, because one attack from that thing will take me out. And that's me.
Okay, and with that, Ward, you're up.
I'm not very good at catching, but I'm good at holding. So I'll get my rope out and I'll turn that down.
Okay, I'll expedite this by just saying that Keldrin ties that rope onto the.
Can you take me up as well?
Yeah, it should be nothing to my strength. DM
Cool.
should be nothing, but I imagine I'm making a roll anyway.
Yeah, you're making a strength check there
Yep.
because you're trying to take both Keldrin up and the blade now.
Rope snaps.
Oh, come on.
And as you're picking it up, you go, no, oh, man, this is heavier than I thought. Okay.
Please don't say I fall down on top of Keldrin.
No,
This
that
is
would
like
only be if you
some,
rolled a natural
this is
one.
some comic stuff here. Send Ward out to sea.
Yeah,
Just done.
Yeah. No, thankfully not. At the moment, you're just struggling. You turned out you're more fatigued than you thought. As you try to pull both Keldrin and the sword up, your muscles are burning both, mainly from the pain of literally burning. So you're just going.
Ward's going back to his days when he was an elf and someone was trying to make him climb rope and he just wouldn't do it. And it's just come back to bite him now.
Okay, and with that, it goes around to them, and it's gonna make
my
one
turn.
slam attack on. Oh, sorry. Yes, Seth. I'm so bad. Sorry.
Yeah, chase after them.
Yeah, and in fact, it should have been you before Ward. I apologize.
I
Okay.
can just about see them from here, can I?
Yes, the doors are open, and it's not a hard target to miss. So yeah, I'll say from there you can hit it.
Yep.
And let's see, that's unfortunately that's a miss. As you fire both shots, the golem manages to. Okay. Yeah, as you fire both shots, they unfortunately miss. As the golem essentially raises his hand to knock the both arrows aside. Okay, and with that. Also, as I mentioned, technically, you still have Hunter's Mark activated, so you want to move it across, you can do that.
Check the range.
Okay.
If he can, I imagine he will.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
fair.
just about in.
Okay, so in that case, I'll say you maintain your remove your focus onto the giant statue as it comes round to its.
Oh, actually, didn't I get fireball between then and now? I would have lost concentration.
Oh right, yeah, of course, that's right. So okay, ignore.
Hard to
Okay.
keep concentration during a fireball.
Yes.
Multiple fireballs.
All right, and with that, it comes around to its turn, and it's going to make one slam attack on Jean and another on. Okay, first one's on Jean, which is a 13, and the other one's on Maldraff, which, yeah, that just misses your AC. So this time around, the statue moves into life, but you are more prepared this time, and you both manage to dodge out the way as it flails around trying to hit you. And Keldrin, you're up.
Okay, I kind of look at the rope situation and I sigh and I bonus action turn into the saber-toothed tiger again and I pick up the end of my rope with my mouth, and I try and jump on top of the statue, and then from the statue jump over onto the ledge.
Okay, I will say for this, make me an acrobatics check.
Not athletics. Wait, hang on.
You're trying to do multiple leaps
Yep,
rather than
that
one
makes
big
sense.
leap.
That makes complete sense. Let me just double check what his dex is. +2. Okay, so many things open.
Yeah.
This is going to be This is going to be +2 again.
Okay.
12.
I will say you just about make it to the top of the statue. You would try to leap onto it, but you realize you haven't gained enough momentum for it. So you're now just you slip and just about manage to maintain grip, and you're now on the statue's shoulder at this point.
Action to dash and jump over?
Okay, yeah, this one will be just a straight athletics check as you do that.
That one's a +4 instead of a +2, so d20 +4. Oh, thank goodness.
Nice. Now that you've regained your grip, you use all the power of your tiger-like legs, leap across as Ward. This is your first time seeing this. You suddenly see a iron tiger like bound up the statue, leap forward with your sword in your mouth before going.
Like a giant silver hairball.
Okay.
I guess we finally defeated the ground. Yeah.
Okay, and with that, Maldraff, you're up.
Okay. Being as my previous attempt didn't work, I will try this. Let me just read it a sec in case I'm going to make a complete mistake. Okay, it looks like it should work. If I hit, anyway. Vampiric touch, anyway. I need to.
You have advantage.
Yeah, I clicked the thing, but for some reason all my spells have just broken. I don't know why.
Oh dear. Okay.
So what do I need to make a melee spell attack?
Okay, so it's the same roll as your spiritual weapon.
Oh, bloody hell. Is that D20 +7, I think?
Yeah.
Yes.
But at least with advantage this time. Is it with advantage for spell?
Yes, because you're
Yes.
flanking.
Yeah, for melee spell advantage applies.
Hooray.
Hey.
And that's a hit. You lunge forward with necrotic energy sort of throwing your hands, and you slam it straight onto the arm of the nearby statue, and go ahead and roll your damage. The dust-like energy reacts with the magic inside the statue and it explodes up the arm, severely cracking it.
Hey, and I reclaim 6 HP. And I think that'll be that, because I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay, so we go back to the top of the round. John, you're up.
Gonna do basically the one thing that Jean knows how to do.
Vital.
24 and 27.
Both hit. And it's still really...
Luckily,
It's
the one
still
thing I know how to
really-
do is really effective.
you come in slashing anything you can, and the cracks are slowly piling.
All right, that's me.
It's now looking like a cracked mess. It's only just managing to keep its form again, but you think a few strong hits and it's going to go down now. And with that,
Perfect.
Seth, you're up.
I'm going to move up and then attack it.
That is a hit. As you move closer and get a better position, you fire straight at it. The arrow inks off the armor, but you can see it left a small dent in it. And that's a full hit as you aim straight for the crack, and it hits directly in the side of the head, causing like an even bigger dent into this.
I will Colossus Slayer that one as well.
Right off. Okay, so that is 10 plus 23, and then the 6, that is 29 overall.
Nice.
So even though it's technically, even though it's like you fire in that same cheek again and cause with such force that it actually causes part of its head to crumble off and shatter. It only has half a head left, but it's still somehow maintained its strength despite like that. It's still standing, but barely. Ward, you're up.
The B plot rejoins. The B plot rejoins the A plot.
Ward was really expecting to finally get his sword back and run in there and it'll be dead, but picks up the sword, runs to where my token is now, which is exactly 40 foot, and do the thing where I hit stuff with a sword.
Okay.
Do the roar. Oh.
Nope. The sword has been out of my possession for too long.
You swing straight forward, and somehow, despite slow speed, the statue man sword catch it and throw the blade aside into the rubble behind it.
I just got that back. I'm gonna punch it.
Okay. If it were for the B plot, if it were for the B plot, this encounter would not be nearly as funny.
That's a critical hit with my fist.
As you go straight to the...
I don't think it's a damage die though for unarmed, right?
Yeah,
so it doesn't do anything.
It's 1 plus your strength.
It's 1 plus your strength mod. So 12 total.
Oh, it doesn't double that, so it'll just be 6 damage.
Okay.
It just doubles dice.
And you just enraged, you just uppercut it right into your chin. You manage to knock off part of the chin and it rolls to the ground. But it's still like a hit of stone, so it ends up being.
Alright. But bonus action, because from doing a critical, I get another attack. I take out a hand axe, and I should have done this in the first place, and then hit it.
Okay. That is just a hit as you shake your hand and then get the axe and swing directly at it. All right, and that it links into the side of it, and another part of it, it's taking a huge chunk out of its neck. Only just standing though, and it is now pretty much all cracks at this point.
That's it.
You can action surge.
I'm not gonna action surge.
We are going to need to take a full rest after this.
But we might not get the chance, and I'd rather have the action surge.
Okay.
If it comes to that, we are dead. Anyway, moving on.
Right. So with that, it's gonna make 1 slam attack on you, Ward, and the other slam attack on you, John. So the first one's going to be for Ward.
Oh wow, yep.
And you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage as it swings down, does an uppercut to your chin and under my back. And then I believe, John, you miss as it then tries to back fist round to swing you, but you duck and avoid the damage.
Because this thing is falling apart so much, can we flavor it as I just raise my shield and the fist goes into dust?
Actually, yeah, I will add to that. The shield cracks even further and actually loses 2 of its fingers as it crumbles away.
Yeah,
at which point,
going towards like my turn is punching it like square in the head.
Okay.
Or just glumly
But before
takes it.
Keldrin, you're up.
I'm gonna try and kill steal you guys. Keldon never gets.
Please do.
I would like to do a pounce attack because I can charge in a straight line towards it.
Oh, that is a big catto.
That
So-
just misses, unfortunately, as you come in and try to. As you go in and try to pounce on it, it uses that hand to sort of catch you mid-pounce and then push you back. So you land on your feet, as all good cats do, but it's still just about holding on.
Okay, I don't kill steal. It would have been out of character anyway. That's
Alrighty,
it. That's my turn.
Maldraff, you're up.
I'm gonna do another vampire majigger on him.
Okay, and you have advantage on the attack roll.
I'm gonna see if
That
I
is
can
a hit.
Ah well.
Still a hit. So
Right.
go ahead and roll your damage as the dark energy surges again, and you place it square on the chest. And as you ace it, the directly on the chest this time, you watch as the necrotic energy flies up, hits the directly in the chest, reacts to the energy, and you go. And you are rained with rubble as the statue explodes into a load of shards.
Oh, that was
Oh my
deserved.
god.
May I just point out that he basically fought that one-on-one until the last 2 rounds?
I'm not gonna lie, that guy almost sent me to my maker. Not that that's bad, but it would kind of leave you guys in the lurch.
Ward's gonna walk into the other room, pick up the rope, come back in, go over to his sword, tie a part of the rope to the handle, tie some of the rope to his arm, and then just sit down in the rubble.
He's making a lanyard. I love it.
As you do it, as you're off on the heap, slowly one by one. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, as you drag the rope over, Keldrin in full cat form is going to chase after the end of it.
At this point, Casa pops it in, and first blinks as to see the size of this giant cat going. Okay, the sees that as happy. He goes, oh, I knew the Ampre Temple is dangerous, but he then takes a knife from the side and he goes, I thank you all for your help, but as much as I hate to say this, we have work to do. This temple holds many secrets and many dangers, and there's an item we still must find. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, folks, because...
Alright, my friends, what an epic encounter with many sparks and explosions we've gone through, but there's still an item to be found in the Ampre Temple. Other than that, guys, if you liked the video, please leave a like or a comment to let us know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on The Curse of Strahd.
Don't forget about the apps.